the record button. All right.
Hey,
So
man. Nice.
What was that?
I have no idea. He was very loud. I mean, this one's much better.
Oh yeah, that was a lot better, bro.
So much better. Okay, so tattoos aside,
I gotta leave this fucking.
Holy crap, Roger! I'm missing dice.
like a considerable amount of dice.
Like 3D20s, 3 or 4 D8s.
Did you drop them? Did they get yoinked?
But I haven't lost any.
Speaking of dice, bro, I gotta find my fucking app.
Let me go look over in the thing.
Okay. Well, while you're running off, I'm gonna give a quick recap, just so, because again, it's been a couple months since we got to play. But we're in the asteroid belts of Dysphoria, or the Dysphorian asteroid belts, whatever you want to call them. And you guys were captured by pirates, and with one of your friends, you escaped the planet nimbly on your ship.
Right, got him.
Which is called something. What's your ship called? Let's look. I have the paper. Irma's Revenge. Right, you're flying Irma's Revenge. You guys have slightly upgraded it as you leveled up, and there's been more space for things and whatnot. You guys are currently level 3 still, on the verge of level 4 if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Not a lot happened last session. We're kind of busy and disorientated and whatnot, but we did fight a giant glass dragon in space. That's probably very important. You should probably remember that, because you should have died. Had not had the best rolls of your lives, you would be dead in space right now. You are currently...
Hey, why was there a glass dragon in space, bro? That's what I fucking want to know. Who the hell was like, hey, we're gonna put this dragon here, middle of nowhere, but hey.
The space goblins were using it as a power source for their
engine. I remember now.
Because the ship they were flying, it was actually just an old destroyed shell, basically, was the best way to describe it. So all the internal powers and all that kind of stuff was powered by the dragon. And since you guys goofed up the ship so much, they sent out a signal to release the engine, as they said. And the engine tried to eat you. The engine being a glass serpent, I believe.
You know, I disagree with the fact that a dragon that was captured by goblins would try and eat the thing shooting at it. I'm pretty sure to try and eat the goblins.
Well, if you remember, the goblins are on an asteroid that you guys shot rockets or missiles at and goofed up too, so there's not a lot of them left. So you're kind of just like floating through space. The AI has picked you up in the ship. I'm going to just yada that point forward. And we can continue our adventure. If you guys remember, the goblins had captured our friendly ship that we were escorting through the asteroid belt, which was the whole reason for us to mess with them in the first place, because they yoinked our friendship and our ship, and we hopped on and we're like, haha, we'll just kill you all because it's much easier than talking to you. Not that talking to them was a real option, because I don't think any of you guys speak Goblin. Or maybe you do. I don't know. You gotta look at your character sheets.
I think I do. I think it was one of my languages I picked.
Okay, again, I only have one argument die, so you don't get a choice on what color you get. You get the black argument die. Either way, I'll just roll it twice, and you'll get first or second roll. So I guess that's the question. Do you want first or second roll?
Second.
Too late. It's been decided.
Did you?
No, I mean, for RJ. RJ was the one who was supposed to pick, but he was too late. He didn't talk fast enough.
It was black, I said.
Right, but did you not just hear what I said?
No.
No one heard what you said, Roger.
Wow, so mean. I said, since I can't find the other argument die, I'm just going to roll the black one twice. So you want the first roll or the second roll? And Riley said second roll, so that's what we're going to do.
Second roll.
Give Russ the second roll. He wants the second roll.
Second roll. Alright, cool.
Russ, how you doing, by the way, buddy? We haven't talked in, like, a couple weeks.
I know. I get pictures of you running around your boat making me jealous, but,
How do you know
You're
your
more than welcome
kids...
to come on out, bro.
How do you know your kids get into your things? This was in my models.
A small little black girl is in your models.
Heck yeah. She getting used tonight. She's going to be a big bad that you guys have to fight. It's going to be great.
I wonder if I turn my camera off, that would make my TV better. Makes fun of it.
Well, see now I got two of my own faces in the same corner, which is what I was trying to avoid. So I'm actually gonna take my face and throw it in the opposite corner down below.
Can you make yours full screen, Raj?
I can.
Boop. Yeah, make yours full screen. Yeah, that's much better on my TV.
But then everyone can see all my stuff. Now I have to turn on a video background.
I just made Roger big. See your gun safe, your crossing the wall.
Ha! Now you see nothing.
No, I still see it.
There it goes. Now it's gone.
I still see it.
No, it's
you got
gone.
some like weird Mona Lisa picture on the right. It might be the Mother Mary, but I don't know.
Mona Lisa.
Mona Lisa.
The Virgin Mary Mona Lisa. I don't think that's even close.
Kind of the same thing.
Whatever. It's fine.
What's a transgender picture of Leonardo da Vinci? I mean, come on.
My bad, bro.
Okay, so.
You heathen.
Oh, there we go. There we go. All right.
I love that that's a sincere possibility.
What?
Of the self-portrait thing where it's just like he just was like, I'm just gonna draw my face, but what if I was a girl? What if I put the girl filter on?
Yep, that's what he did.
That's what he did. Pre-filter, he put a filter on. Most beautiful lady in the world himself. Gotta hype you up real good.
I don't know if she's the most beautiful woman in the world. I just think at the time it was one of the most realistic paintings ever made. That was so far superior. Because you can remember, that was back just after the time the church stopped burning people at the stake for making realistic drawings.
Yeah, what was that time like, Russ?
Yeah, were you around there then?
The beer was better. The beer was a hell of a lot better, but the bread wasn't as good.
Basically the same thing. Fucking just battered beer.
That's how it goes. All right, gentlemen, let's continue on with our story. So, you guys are in the Irma's Revenge. The AI has retrieved you. You are gasping for air, for those of us that didn't have good air tanks, which isn't true. We all have gel suits, so we're good to go there. What would you like to do now? Again, the little goblins that you guys were dealing with, I'm going to say, got missiled, and or the ship that you guys were in, you directly targeted and threw it at them, basically, is probably the better way to describe it. So their little settlement on the asteroid is basically non-existent. There might be some burning goblins over there, but you gotta worry about that. So
let's go rescue your friend's ship. We need to get our extra.
They are already rescued. When you guys threw the ship at the settlement, you detached their ship so they could pilot on their own. They've been flying behind you, not super far.
Okay, so let's get them back. Let's get back on course and get the all the extra metal that we need. Or can we scavenge any metal from the destroyed dwarven colony?
You mean goblin?
Well, the big mining ship was a dwarven ship, but yes, it's fresh slag for the most part. So like, not that you couldn't do it, but it's, we'll say compromised metal is probably the best way to describe it. You could 100% try and grab it now. It's just going to take some time because you gotta wait for it to cool and all that fun stuff before you can load it in the ship. Otherwise, it melts and goofs up the ship.
Wouldn't it cool pretty quickly in space?
You would think.
Yeah, I mean, unless it's undergoing a fission reaction where the plasma self-heats, it cools pretty goddamn quick.
You would think.
Roger, is that your answer? You would think? Is this basically, it's not worth it, get moving?
No, like I've told you all before, if you want to spend the time to do this, you're allowed to. I will 100% allow it.
Let's ask the salvage expert crew. Let's ask them what they think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you hail the other ship, and their would-be captain pops on deck. All of them look like they are bandaged and bruised from the assault. Let's just say the goblin shooting a torpedo into their ship and dragging them through space was not the most pleasant experience for them, but they inform you that none of them have died. Slight injuries, but everyone will make it at this point. You ask their opinion on whether it's worth scavenging the slag of the now molten goblin settlement, and they tell you that it could be worth it. There might be things to that are left over that didn't get destroyed. But goblins are kind of like rats. Where there's one, there's probably 10. So if there's a goblin settlement here, there might be more in this area, and it would probably be safer to move along before goblin raiders hit you guys as you move on. But the trade-off is the slag's good. It's melted. Just got to wait for it to cool for a little bit, and then you can load some of it up. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty in space that they could just use their net to scoop up themselves, kind of thing. And they'd add that to your guys' total, or to their total, and you guys are getting a percentage of their thing because you're quote unquote hired guards.
Partners. Partners of a sort.
Of a sort, yes.
Or else, if you want to do it, I think it might be worth it. But
well, like I said, let's clear out. I think we've got enough trauma on our crew here. They're not battle worthy people. These are just like, lunchbox Joes. We need to get these guys, back making money lunchbox Joe style, not adventure style, because these people will cut and run on us if we put too much on them.
That's 100% correct. I would also like to remind you that you guys are goofed up. Like, high tier goofed up. I have 2 hit points left.
Alright, let's continue on with our lives.
And I'm pretty sure Riley's character is also at like 1 or 2 hit points.
If I remember correctly, I'm pretty hurt.
Yeah, I mean, I could probably pull your character sheet up wherever the heck I put it. It's around here somewhere. Whatever. I sent you pictures, which is what I'm going to look at. Okay, so 4. Your little thing I think says 4. So me and you were over here just like limping along, just like the dragon should have killed us. I should be dead. But that's neither here nor there.
I got 23 hit points.
Oh, I'm glad you're fine. Yeah, because you were rolling good and not getting hit, and jealous over here. Yeah, so our next level, we only need under 900 experience points to hit level 4. So we will probably hit it this session.
Let's get back to the next station and see if we can trade in what we have or find more stuff along the way.
Okay, so do you
heal up, lick, bandied up, that kind of thing.
Gotcha. Do you guys remember what station you were at? If you remember, there were 5 stops you were going through. Do you remember how many you've passed so far?
6.
There's
no,
6. Okay, sorry.
But I think we've done 3.
That sounds right. Okay, so three transport stations. So you're heading on number 4. With this little detour, the timing is going to be a little off, but let me roll some percentile die and see if you guys can make it to the next station without major difficulties. If you remember, I rolled an aught something, I'm pretty sure, last session, which is why you had to fight the Dragon O' Doom. But we'll go from there. Alright, cool. Good roll. So, you guys are able to make it to the next station. It takes 2 days to get there, though, with your injured ships. Not because you're super worried about how damaged they are, because they're in relatively okay condition. You're just driving slow so you don't run into any more goblins. You guys are being cautious of raiders because obviously there was someone in between those 2 areas. It takes you 2 days to get there, which means you guys can do a little bit of healing. Which means I get to pull out the rulebook because I forgot how healing works. Past the weapons before the vehicles. Tactical rules. Maybe. Who can I attack? Actions, combat, full actions, injury and death. Here we are. Stabilizing, first aid, healing. Here we go. So you can stabilize creature from ability. Okay. Healing. There we go. Recovering stamina points, you regain all your stamina points by spending 1 RP and taking 10 interrupted minutes, yada yada yada. After a full night's rest, 8 hours of sleep or more, you regain your stamina points automatically. Some special abilities also allow you to regain those. Recovering hit points naturally. After 8 hours of sleep, you gain 1 HP.
Don't we have a med bay on the ship?
I believe you guys do. Let me look. That
With
could be important.
supplies, you know.
Yep, all that's important. And my character knows healing stuff. That's his special yada yada that I picked up at level 3. Medbay, there it is. Yep. And it's got enough room for 4 people. So, let's look at this. Various points, stamina points, it's fine. Okay, now I gotta go to the ship section and get medbay and see what it does for you. Building starship, base frame, power core, thrusters, other systems here. Computer, crew quarters, expansion bays, drift engines, cargo holds, medical bay, 220. Maybe, if I can get there. There we are. There we go. Medical lab, here it is. Okay, well, all that means is we get to do medical checks and things like that to do some extra healing. Kind of like D&D and using hit die and all that fun stuff. Depending on how well you roll is how well you heal. So you get to do 4 checks per person for your healing to see if we heal better than 1 per day. On a plus note,
Okay, what type of checks you need?
it's a medicine check.
Okay, but what type of die you need is what I was implying.
A D20.
4 D20s?
Yeah.
Okay. D20.
You also get a plus 2 because we're in the med bay.
4 D20s plus 2.
Yep. For every 10, you get 1 extra hit point of healing. That's how I'm going to rule it. Just because it's not super clear on how to do that appropriately for anything that isn't like critical condition.
Now, is it plus 2 on each roll, or is it plus 2 to the end?
However you want to add it up. Basically, if you, let's say, like I rolled a 3, I have a 9, and we get the plus 2, so I got a 14. That means I get 2 hit points from that roll. The other one I rolled a 7, plus the 2, plus the 9. I got a 18, so same thing. I get 2 hit points instead of 1 hit point on that roll.
Okay, so I got 2, 4, 5, 6. I got 6 hit points back.
Okay. That's fucking trash cheer, but that gets me 3.
I'm no longer as woozy as I was.
I got
like
a whopping 8, boys. So I'm up to 10. Woohoo! But your stamina points completely heal, and your resolve points go back 1 per day. So since it's been 2 days, you should be up to your max, I assume, unless you used them all. Oh, excuse me. So, RJ, did you need to do any special healing, or did you just do natural healing for those 2 days?
Yeah, I just need to do natural healing for those 2 days, I think.
Okay, cool. So, you guys arrive at the next station. It's a very similar layout to the other ones that you've been into. It's kind of a floating discus thing with a couple of long wires with some small robots attached to it, going out and getting and moving asteroids away so it doesn't hit the station itself. You and your partners dock, and there is no one in this station. Lights are on, ships are there, no one is present.
looked like it was abandoned, or it was attacked and they fled. They look like they're hiding.
Nope. No. Well, you wouldn't know if they were hiding. You have to do some checks for that.
I get a spot check.
Sure. Make a spot check.
It'd be per. What would it be? Is there a spot? I can't remember the spot. I think it's just a what's it called?
Perception. It's a perception check.
Where the fuck is perception at?
It's right above physical science, below mysticism.
Ah, there it is. Okay.
I will also roll one. I rolled a whopping 8, and I have an 8, so a total of 16 for me. Woo!
Roll a 10 plus my modifier is going to be 12.
Get those big numbers. RJ, you want to roll it all, or are you good?
Yep. For that. Ooh, 5 plus.
I do a listen check now.
Sure.
What kind of check was it?
Perception.
6.
Okay.
My total 6.
Wow. Well, 16 apparently is the highest one. So, as Raj, I was sorry, I was leaning down to look at something. As Raj looks around the space station, he notices that there's no burn marks, no major disturbance. Things aren't knocked over. Everything seems tidy. The one thing he will notice is it is super dusty. Like no one's walked in the halls for quite some time, which is kind of weird because dust comes from skin cells. So that means there had to be someone here at some point.
Is there a smell?
Musky is probably the best way to describe it. I'm not gonna make you roll for it because you got the super nose, so I'm not super worried about it.
I hail our fellow ship and ask them if they know anything about the station.
So they tell you that the last time they came to this station was about a year ago, because last time they heard this place was under repairs. It has just recently reopened, but generally that means there should be a crew or something running it.
Is there a radio station that this place would be using? I guess would.
There is a comms tower. If you remember the layout from the last place, it is in the upper regions of the space station.
So I mean, would be a way to hail them? I guess.
Yes. So as you guys came in to dock, you had to hail them to get permission, and it just automatically let you in and open the doors for you.
Okay.
You are currently in the hangar parked.
Is our ship in need of repairing?
Slight amounts, but the automated systems. Heck yeah, it's actually like cherry chemical, so it's good stuff. So I lost it. Where's it going?
You lost some weight, by the way, buddy.
Thank you, appreciate it. I just lost my train of thought. That's where all the weight was. It was just junk in my head. I just lose it all the time. Anyway, the automated systems for repair works that generally is supervised by a mechanic is not operating currently. Because someone has to start the sequence up and no one has. Basically, like your guys' repair drones, someone has to program something in for them to start working. But speaking of your own repair drones, you could probably have them start repairing the ship since you're not flying through space at rapid velocity.
I think we should do that.
Yeah.
Okay, someone who's good with computers, go program the robots really quick so they can start doing stuff. There's plenty of materials all around that they can just pick up. Is it stealing? Probably. Is anyone going to stop you? You don't know. But it will get the ship repaired for the slight amounts of damage it took.
Oof. Well, I rolled an 11 total.
Ooh.
I rolled a natural 1 plus 10.
Ooh, yeah. So, I mean, that's still a basic understanding. You are only able to activate one of the repair droids. The other two seem to be on some kind of uploading cycle, and they don't seem to be doing much.
I can't believe I rolled a 1, dude. That's fucking terrible, bro.
That is rough. I'm sorry. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, so it's going slowly. But luckily for us, the ship really wasn't hurt. You got a really good pilot or something. He just dodges all the stuff. Slight humble brag over here. Okay. Yeah, from my sheet, from the repairs that we got to do, it's basically nothing. It's just basic maintenance. So, ship's getting repaired. You guys are still in the hangar. Your friends in the other ship, who is slightly more injured, will hail you currently. You hear a on your radio. Do you answer?
Yeah, they're hailing us.
So they say, hey, we're not going to get out of the ship. This place is sketching us out. If you guys want to continue running around and checking it out, that's fine, but we're not leaving the ship. Also, if you could turn on the automated repair programs, we'd be very grateful.
Well, we're going to go ahead and turn on the automatic repair programs for them, too.
Okay, so you guys are going to find, like, the maintenance bay area. Go ahead and... Actually, this would probably be a good time to use your profession. Who has something that might have an idea of where a maintenance bay something or other would be?
I'm a soldier.
Okay.
My name is Johnny
I'm
Rico.
unemployed.
You're a priest, if I remember correctly. So,
Oh, yeah. It's somewhere over there. Follow me, my children.
Let me just BS my way through this. Okay, I have transportation, so I'm going to assume my profession would understand where the repair bay is. Maybe. I rolled a whopping 6, got a +9, total of 15. I'm going to tell you it's probably that computer right there, and I point to a computer. Would you like to go?
Oh, come on, transportation dude. Why don't you go fucking fix it? The last time I fucking fucked computers, I only got one thing to work.
I go over there and go, if you say so. Let's see. Computers. Oh, hell yeah. Computers are good. I rolled an 11. I have a 12, so total of 23. I boot up the computer, put in a few codes, and 3 little repair droids pop off the rack, and they start to repair our friend's ship. There is what looks to be a automated credit counter. Best way to describe it, it's basically like a taxi cab. The longer it goes, the more expensive it gets.
Is there a way to hack that?
There could be. Would you suggest that to your friend Raj? Would you say, Raj, you should hack that and get them some free stuff?
Basically. I'll even assist you.
All right, I'll take the assist. Give me what's your computers?
10.
Okay, so mine's slightly higher, so you're just gonna give me pluses, but I'll take pluses.
20. Plus 10 is 30.
It'd be a lot. Hiya! I rolled an 18 plus my 12 plus the +2 for the assist puts it at 32. I break into the subroutine relatively easy. You know, I gotta do another check to get past the would-be counter / reset it to constantly stay at 0, whatever. Thank you for your assistance because I need it. 4 plus 2 is 6 plus 12 is 18. Which actually doesn't break the security on this. So I get a ping, which is basically if I fuck up again, the system shuts down. Or at least locks me out. That's better. I rolled another 18 plus the 12 plus the 2, 32. Got through it this time. The counter, whatchamacallit, not super high security. It just, someone has to be there to press buttons. So I just override it. Boop-a-doop. Bam. Raj is busy working on this computer. This will take him and the rat man who's assisting him about 5-10 minutes. So that leaves, Dagger House a little bit of time to do some exploring. So Rico, Johnny, what you doing?
Well, I guess I'll look around see if I can find any of these missing SODs.
Okay, so you're going to exit the hangar and go into the main bay or the main hub.
Yes.
You do so. You travel inside. Doors aren't locked. They auto-open. Star Trek-y standard as you go in and out. As you enter the main courtyard, you'll notice that all the electronics on the inside of the walls are completely uninstalled. There are what looks to be machines like sitting there, like they were in the process of being installed, but none of the 4 of them, like the other station, are installed. The small stalls that the humans were at are half built, and it looks like a lot of this part of the station hasn't been finished yet. There's no holes into space or anything, but there's definitely like floor panels missing and head panels missing and exposed wires and all that kind of stuff kind of strewn about the place.
So it looks like it's been like half-ass repaired or not completed.
Correct. Yeah, not really half-ass repaired, more like stopped in the middle of a job kind of thing. And as you know from what your traveling companions have told you, that this station has been under repair for like a year now.
So it looks like they left, is that what you're saying?
Yes, again, there's no plasma marks or anything like that that would indicate, hey, someone was fighting here. Or at least there wasn't any in the hangar. There are 3-ish other sections besides the main hub. There's the quote-unquote crew quarters / captain's quarters. There's the far deck that touches on the external ports. And then there is the food area that's kind of right next to the hangar bay. And then there's the upper and lower decks. Lower decks is the communications decks. Upper decks is the tower terminals and all that fun stuff. Again, we're still working on getting the repair things done, so we're not paying any attention at the moment. This is all you, unless you want to say, I'm doing this by myself and go wait with us.
So what can I just naturally see without like having to take anything apart?
I have described all that to you. So, if you are in the main hub area, there are 4 disconnected or unconnected machines, and 2 would-be human-run shops that are halfway built. There are floor panels missing, head panels missing, exposed wires all over the place.
I'm gonna go explore one of those.
Okay.
The human room?
What's going on?
So you're checking out one of the floor panels?
Yes.
Okay. So there's one a couple feet in front of you. You just walk forward a couple feet.
Do I notice anything odd about it?
Well, what's your? Is there such thing as passive stuff on this? Would you like to roll 20 a perception check?
Yep, sure.
Okay, so you spend a good 5-10 minutes trying to figure this out as best you can.
15.
Oh, you're actually rolling. Okay, so that's different. So, just side note, roll 20 or take a 20 just means you're going to do something so long until it succeeds. This isn't a task that, like, if you fail, bad things are going to happen, so you can do that.
Well, we don't know if bad things are going to happen.
This is true. But you would assume just from observing something, nothing's going to, stab you if you look at it wrong.
Knowing my years in D&D, I argue that fact 100%.
All right. So, you actually rolled it, so that means you have more of an instantaneous result. You don't see anything out of the ordinary. It just looks like exposed wires and things like that. You're not a mechanic or electrician or anything special like that. You're just a dude with a gun who likes to hit people. But from your experience, this is what uninstalled floor panels should look like.
Okay. So that's what makes me think, okay, there was a hoochie poochie going on here. This was just like lazy workman kind of bullshit.
Maybe they ran out of funds.
So that's a appropriate idea to bring up while we're talking to each other, but you'll get told relatively quickly just from common knowledge that like the companies that run these things wouldn't run out of money because they're all interconnected. They're all part of the same transport district or whatever you want to call it. and the other stations are fine. If all 5 stations that we've traveled to have been like in disarray and all that, okay, maybe they ran out of funds or something. But to the crew that we're flying with, this place was supposed to be complete, which is why we're flying to it. So, again, you have a few more minutes to warfare. Is there anywhere else you want to check, or do you want to head back to us and we'll go from there?
Yeah, I don't think I'm finding anything useful here, so I'm going to head back.
Okay, so you head back and inform us what we found, or what you found. We tell you we got the stuff working, and we will adventure the rest of the area together, or you guys just want to hang on the hangar bay until stuff is 6th and then leave. You definitely won't be able to sell any of the material you picked up here, though, because that requires human interaction.
And they ain't got no.
Allegedly. That, or you just have the computer smiths just steal all the money from the station. But then again, the money that could be quote unquote stolen isn't in digital. It's they hand you credit chips or whatnot from a safe. So you'd have to find a safe, find codes, authorize stuff. Way more effort than to just like find people you assume.
Roger that.
Okay, so the 3 of us have to decide where we want to check out next. We want to check out the food area, the crew/captain's quarters, the upper or lower decks, or the far docking area. If you guys remember, the far docking area is like an observation bay that is connected to 2 ports for gigantic, large, ridiculous ships. Basically anything bigger than yours.
Yeah, let's go check out the far docking. That sounds right.
Okay, so you guys go through the main hub straight to the far docking bay. And like I said, it's basically a giant observation room, and there are 2 unfinished ports on the far side. You guys will know that they are unfinished because the tubes that lead out to them are completely exposed. The doors that close them off are closed, and you guys aren't getting sucked down into the vacuum of space. But you can see sections of the tubes missing. The platform that the ships are supposed to either dock with or land on, depending on their size, are also unfinished. They look like they are half built on that side for some reason.
What the deal is with that? That doesn't seem kosher beans.
It does not. You guys would know that the docking bays are basically the first things built, because obviously that's where supplies and things go, especially the far side docking bays. So that should tell you that maybe it's not things weren't finished being built, maybe they were disassembled. Again, this is just common spacer knowledge. What would you like to do? There are other areas to check out, or you can try to observe this one some more. But again, it's mostly a big open mirror that lets you see the ports / go to those ports.
Would that benefit us all? I'm trying to think about what would be like why that would be useful to us.
Why? What would be useful to you? Sorry.
By absorbing them.
I don't know. It just looks nice. It's pretty. It's scenic. Monsieur Cell. Hey, look at my mouse. It's still alive.
Oh, it's my turn.
If
I
you
thought you were
want,
doing.
if
No,
you
I
want it
thought
to be,
we
we're all
finished the
traveling together.
computer, right?
Yeah, we're done with the computer. It's all three of us.
Okay,
We're traveling together. We're in the observation deck, basically, at this point.
And Russ came back.
Yes, so
Sorry,
you're good. So, catch you up really quick. We were in the hangar bay.
Yeah, no, I heard all that.
Okay, then we
He
walked
did
through
his,
the hangar bay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, we're in the observation deck. Do you have any suggestions of what we should do? Any checks you want to make? You want to just say, F it, let's get out of here?
Is there like an observation?
Go ahead, sorry.
Is there like maybe a log or something where they'd be keeping track of workers?
So, that would be in the upper or lower decks. Again, the lower decks are your communication stuff.
Yeah, but the observation deck is just like a big lookout kind of.
Yep, and then the upper decks are the power cells and, where all the technical stuff is kept.
Be a dick, we should go and plug all the power cells. Fuck this company.
They are paying you. Sort of.
The company's paying us?
Yeah, they're the ones that are buying the salvage off you, and they're the ones that own the ship you're transporting.
Oh. Then we should just continue on with our lives.
Okay. You can 100% do that.
Go back to the ship.
Okay,
RJ,
we got one vote for get on the ship GTFO. I mean, that's what all your companions said. They're like, this seems funky. We'll report it to the company. We ain't doing no observation.
Game over.
Yeah, basically. Okay, so you guys head back to your ship. Inform the other crew that you're like, it's weird, broken, yada yada yada. We didn't check everywhere, but we ain't playing no more. And they totally fine with it. They just tell you they need about an hour for the repairs to be finished on their ship.
Is there any way we can help that make the hour like a lot less?
Well, your extra drones that are on your ship are still updating / are working currently. So no.
Can I pick up a hammer and saw and get to it?
You are not a mechanic, so no. I mean, you could try. I'm not gonna say you can't do a
loosen the wrong bolt.
Yeah. you could 100% do an engineering check to try and speed things along, but the drones are going to be considerably faster than you are.
All right, well, I'm going to continue to heal myself on this hour. Kick back, light up a cigarette, enjoy the ambiance.
You're allowed to do that. That's a great
Reload
idea.
my weapons.
Aha! Smart idea.
Reload the ship's weapons.
Speaking of reloading weapons, how are you doing on ammunition?
I think I'm running pretty low, bro.
Okay, so, not that we could because machines are broken, but when we get a chance, you'll probably want to go stock up.
Then I can get that from the ship, right?
No. So, ammunition you have to buy from somewhere. Unless you have something that allows you to craft on the ship, which I do not think we have.
No. There's probably a security center that I guarantee has my rounds.
You would know that this place, like everywhere else, has a defensive system of some sort. Again, usually you could just go to the marketplace in the center hub and buy what you need to buy, but none of that stuff's working right now.
Oh, well, I could go to the security center and steal some more shit.
Yeah, you would know that the quote-unquote security center is the captain's quarters, crew quarters, and they just have their weapons on them kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
But you're right, I mean, there probably would... Huh? Sorry.
On the station.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's in their crew quarters. Like, there's probably extra supplies there. You stock up ammo and whatnot in the storage room. But you gotta go in there. Or, you could see if the automated machine that runs the weapons supply has crafted any ammo in it, and you'd have to break into it and be like, aha, I found the exact ammo I need, and hope that they have it. Okay. So you go back into the central hub. There are 4 handy-dandy looking whatchamacallit, sorry, I can't think of the name. Dispensers set on the ground. They are unpowered and unplugged, but they are in their respective corners. Go ahead and make an intelligence or history check. History check. I think it's history. Really, there's no history check. That's weird. Alright, just make a straight intelligence check, I guess, to see if you can remember which vending machine was which from the last station we were at.
Okay. 20.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, you got it. You remember it's the bottom right one, or at least it should be. You go down.
The bottom right panel.
Okay, now, what kind of check would you like to do to take this apart and find the ammunition you're looking for?
Probably computers, right?
If it had power, yes.
Oh, let's go with... Mysticism.
Alright. Roll it.
Fuck. 6.
6, baby! Yeah, so you a priest, you believe in the magic spirits, the wuju. You do a little bit of praying, a little bit of meditating in front of the machine, hoping for the right answer to pop in front of you, and yeah, you got nothing. No one's talking to you today. So,
Fuck.
the mysticism did not work. But I do like the attempt. That was creative, because you had rolled well enough that I would have let that go. Just saying.
I guess I could do a fucking engineering check.
Okay, that would be a good idea, at least to get you in the right direction for what you need to, take apart.
18 total.
Alright, so you know the basic how things are put together. What kind of tools do you have to break into this thing?
Well, I mean, this place was being repaired. I'm sure there's tools laying around, near the job site.
You are 100% correct, but you need to find some first. So would you like to do
And
a
I'm gonna
perception check?
find perception check for the tools I want to find.
Okay, go ahead.
Ooh, I rolled a 20.
Alright, well,
Plus
what's your total? Yeah.
Is 25 total.
Okay. As you go through, you look around and see a basic repair kit, which will probably have all the stuff that you'll need for at least breaking into this. It might take you a little bit longer than if you had, like, some kind of sonic drill or something that was super helpful for breaking into stuff. But you're not a thief, so, I don't expect you to have that on you. You go through, go ahead and make a... Now the real question. We're going to do sleight of hand or another engineering check. Or if you really want to try it again, you can try mysticism and see if you can wuju your way past the bolts.
Well, my fucking sleight of hand would be +8.
Okay, that's probably the best one to go with then.
16.
16! Alright, so you barely get by with it. This takes a considerable amount of time. There's about 45 minutes left on the repair cycle for the ships. But you finally get through the outer panels. Yay! And another 2 layers worth to go through.
Can I take 10s on both of those?
You can. You sure you want to take 10s and not take 20s?
Well, you said 45 minutes. Each one is 20 minutes. 20 and 20 is 40. Yeah, I'll take 20s.
Okay, so
you and in between panels, can I do a listen check?
Sure. What do you mean by listen check? That's not a thing.
Just listening for things going on.
So perception then.
Yeah.
But yes, you can in between your checks you can perceive.
22.
Is that the
perception?
Okay. So as you're tinkering away and popping stuff open and things, it is eerily silent. Besides the clinking of your repair work.
Okay, continue on.
Okay, next engineering check. Oh, you said you were taking 20 on that one,
Yeah.
so You drop another 20 minutes. You hear a comm from inside that says, "Hey, the ships are repaired. We're ready to go. Whenever you're ready."
Okay. I should be almost done by now because 2020. I should have like
Yep. You said
literally be there.
you wanted to do another perception check before your final take 20.
No, I wanted to just do it between just the two.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you do your
Yeah.
another one. It's another 20 minutes worth of tearing things apart and moving things around, and you get to the ammo storage area. And I'm gonna flip a coin to see if there's actually anything in there or not. Heads or tails?
Well, tails never fails.
Wow, yeah, you're right. So there's ammo in there. It looks like this thing had been booted up at some point because there is fabricated ammo. You find.
I will worry about what I find later. I take every scrap of ammo I can find in there, load it in my cheeks, and I fucking haul balls back to the fucking ship.
So I just want to point out that there's like,
I think I can carry like 4 cubic feet in my fucking cheeks, bro.
Oh, I'm not worried about you carrying it. I just want to point out like how much stuff you're trying to put in your face.
4 cubic feet, bro.
Oh, it's so much. Okay. I'm not denying that you can. You're totally good. You pick up a whole bunch, and I will go through what you picked up in a minute.
Yeah, once we get back on the ship and get rolling, that's a better time to. I've learned that you can always worry about shit later when you're safe. It's eerily silent.
That's fantastic. So as you scamper away, you want to make another perception check?
Sure, as I scamper away. Clink, 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 clink.
You're over here trying not to breathe too heavy.
Fuck, 7 plus 5 is what? What's 7 plus 5? 12?
12, yes. So, your perception is it's still too quiet for you to be comfortable, so you GTFO. So, well, I guess you could technically have those, yeah. Definitely can't have that, though. No one's that high level. Anyway, you gotta eat to the ship with your stuff. Huh. Okay, they probably wouldn't have any of that. Also, you wouldn't fit an advanced missile in your face.
Disagree 100%. I can carry it. I told you I empty that whole thing out, and I carry whatever I can carry in my cheeks and whatever I can carry in my hands.
What I'm saying is I don't think that machine would have made that.
Don't judge me, bro. You never know. Advanced missile, I come walking back, RJ's like, where the fuck did you get that?
How are we gonna shoot that? Okay, so you guys are back on the ship. Before you take off, or after you take off shortly thereafter, you inventory what you picked up. Alright, now you gotta do some rolling. 1, 2,
I walk over to RJ's feet and I spit out everything on his feet.
12, 13, 14. Alright, so we're gonna use the D12.
Ooh.
Alright, so the first thing you picked up, which probably didn't feel real great, were arrows. Like just common arrows, just like, hey.
Okay.
You have let's see. We'll say it's just like a single quiver of 10? 20 total. Next item you pick up, number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you can find a ultra capacity battery. I don't think any of you guys can use that at this point, but it's worth a bit of money.
Okay.
Number 10. You find long arm and sniper rounds. I'm going to roll a d4 to see how many sets you have of these. Alright, so you have 2 sets of sniper ammo. Well, actually, they're interchangeable, so it doesn't matter. So you picked up 50 rounds of...
15 or 50?
50. So I have that. 9, here we go. Now you small arms. Let's see how many of those you picked up. 5 sets of small arms. Small arms have 20 per thing, so you are... Sorry, 30 per thing. So you're looking at 300 rounds of small arms ammo.
Okay.
And that's 4 rolls, right? Small arms, long arms, arrows, and the high capacity battery. Okay. You said 4 cubic feet, so I'm going to give you 4 little rolls.
Okay. What about my hands?
Alright. Number 5. That's another battery.
Alright. Battery.
Same style. So, the batteries are actually really nice because they're relatively expensive. Basically, they're drum mags, but for energy weapons.
Cool beans. I like drum mags.
Yeah, so each one of those batteries, the ultra storage ones, hold 100 rounds in them.
Not too shabby. Not too shabby, bro.
Not too shabby indeed, I agree. Alright, I'm going to check. Okay, cool. I had like 3 little things that were like, pay attention to us. And that wasn't even my kids. So, you guys leave the port. You've snatched some ammunition, but have left the mystery of where the heck is everybody alone. Because you're smart. It didn't cost you anything to fill up / repair the ships.
Because we hacked that shit.
Because you done stole the things. Will anyone ever know? Just you guys. So, let's do some traveling. You're on your final...
I started looking at Russ like, hey, bro, you gonna snitch?
Stitches get snitches, right? Stitches get snitches?
Oh, that they do.
Wow. Okay, so, you guys' travel, again, 2 days. Again, you're not trying to push it too crazy. Nothing.
As we're traveling, of course, I'm doing the necessary repairs around the ship. Making sure all the ammos are loaded.
Okay.
All
So
the missiles are good.
Ship ammo is a little different. You don't. It automatically restocks
Oh,
itself.
okay.
It's just our personal ammo we have to buy. Why? Because maintaining a ship is expensive, apparently, and they don't want you to have to deal with space silliness. Anyway, that aside, me and you still have to do some healing. So we have 2 days worth of checks to do for our healing if you would like to do more med-bay stuff.
Of course.
Okay.
You want 4 rolls, right?
4 rolls, yep. For every 10, you get 1 extra hit point.
So I'm going to give you 4 d20s at once and tell you the total.
Okay. That works for me. Wow,
4 d20s is going to be 34 total. Well,
30...
16, a 9, a 7, and a 2.
Okay, so plus your 2 for each one, so add an extra 8 to that, so 45.
42.
Didn't you say 37?
No, I said 34.
Oh, okay. Then, yes, you're right. So you get an extra 3 points of healing plus, so you get 5 points of healing.
Sweet.
Alright, so where's my medicine? 9 plus 19 is 28, right? Plus 2 is 30.
Hey, Russ, how's your weather out there, bud?
3 plus 2.
Me?
Yeah, how's your weather out there, bud?
It's not doing great, actually. Probably not going to work Thursday and Friday because of weather.
Oof.
So, not horrible, but like we just had snow, which sucks ass because I hate snow.
Hey, could come back to California, bro. I live literally right down the street from the fucking Marine Recruit Depot.
Oh, from MCRD, you mean?
Yeah, it's fucking right up the street, bro. I can see it.
Yeah, I went to boot camp there, and I went to C school there.
Alright, so I'm at 21 out of 22 hit points. I'm feeling much better. Thanks for asking. Yeah.
Hey, bro, since you're like in a, one of the weird cyborg things, how do you
Android,
pee?
uh, like normal, and just food. It processes into waste, whatnot that my
But
body
does your
can't use it.
stomach process it, or does the machine process it?
Um, well, I mean, I'm a cyborg, so I don't really have true organic parts. So
So do you need to ingest food then?
I don't have to know. Can I? Yes. Do I have to? No.
Hmm.
I also don't need to breathe. I don't really have blood. I kind of have blood. It's basically blood, but it's not like
What's keeping you alive?
uh, the internal systems inside me. Wait, look,
Could be.
I'm not
So
quite
you could.
organic, but I'm close.
So you. So you could be programmed then, or do you have a soul? Did you start off as a human, or did you start off as a fucking robot?
I was built, so I, I wasn't a child at any point. I'm actually
So
not.
you're a soulless being. Just
I'm
how do
not.
we know? How do we know we can trust you?
Well, that is a really hard question that many people have asked right before I shot them, just for asking stupid questions. Um, you can trust me when I say you can trust me. I don't have a good answer for that. Like, could I get hacked by some kind of virus that corrupts me completely? I mean, maybe, but probably not. Like, my brain is as complicated as yours is, even though it's a computer. It's just not organic.
If your brain is as complicated as mine, we're both fucked.
Yeah, I mean, like I feel emotions relatively similar to yours, from what I've observed over the last years.
So are
Uh,
you feeling them, or are they just programmed into you?
are you feeling your emotions, or are they programmed into you via trauma or
I
whatever else you've
I don't
experienced in your
I don't
life?
know, bro. We could be in the fucking Matrix, bro. You don't know. I could be some fucking glob of glue somewhere stuck up with a bunch of tubes powering the robots.
I think I get the reference. Uh,
Anyways, sorry, that was just a little off kilter conversation I wanted to have with my cyborg friend.
I am an android. Cyborgs are humanoids like yourself that decided to put robot pieces onto them. I am all robot pieces. You ask if I have a
Did you,
soul. Yes, I'm pretty sure. I have a god, right? The dude that gives us the warp drive, that's the god of androids. He's the one that gave us a soul, allegedly. So, if you have a soul, I probably
so,
have a soul. There's
so where
gods,
do
so there's
so
souls.
where do androids go after they die?
To the warp.
What happens in the war? Kumbaya and sex?
I hope. I don't know.
Alright,
We fly
And
through it all
you,
the time. I assume we're just like the astrally bodies that you see as we're flying through it.
well, this is kind of like this world's kind of like a 40k world, is from what I'm understanding now.
No, so this is out of character as DM. So I keep calling it the warp, but that's 100% 40k. It's actually called the drift. And
Okay.
every time someone uses the drift to get from one point to another, they take a piece of the prime materia plane with them. Not necessarily from where they jump from, but just like in general, some of it gets sucked into the drift. So as you're flying through the drift, there's creatures and things that are in there. You can fight on land and things. Like if you happen to pull a chunk out of a planet and there's a dragon on it, like you just pulled a dragon into the rift. That kind of thing. You could also just pull a bit of space. As for souls and things like that, maybe there are android souls rolling now, and maybe you can't even tell that they're android souls because they just look like ghosts. Like
Okay.
from a game standpoint, it's there, but how
So I
we
was
as
just
players dive into it, that's 100% on us. If you guys want there to be things like that, just tell me and I'll throw it in there. It'll be fun.
well, I was just curious.
Yeah. So
It feels good to make your DM fucking think.
as a character, he has no idea.
Are we ready to depart yet?
We're flying. We're traveling. We're healing. We're almost at the next destination. I'm just looking for how old I am.
Yeah, we're just in space, and I'm,
Which is
you know,
bullshit.
I'm making up a story to go in space because that's how I do things.
That's how I do.
Hey, out of character, Roger.
Out of character.
Fucking DayZ is the shit, bro, on a computer, man. You need to download it for your computer. It barely takes any fucking space, man. It's so good on the computer, bro. I mean, it's free too. I believe.
No, I don't think so. It might be.
On
I can
Steam.
look.
You want to go to Steam?
Okay.
Not Steam. I don't know where I got it. I got it from online. I literally just DayZ launcher, bro.
That's funny. Okay, apparently I don't have an age on here for some reason, but whatever. Let's drink some water and move on.
There's dinosaurs. Yeah, no, that face. There's dinosaurs, bro. Raptors and fucking the little copy things and the weird things with a weird face. Yeah,
What?
It's pretty sketchy, bro.
Why don't you just play Ark?
Because the graphics are better.
Debatable.
Yeah.
But regardless, let's move on back to game.
Yeah, all right.
We arrive at station number 5. This station has several people literally flying in and out of it currently. As you hail, you're greeted with a friendly face that says, welcome to the station at the end of the row. You'll also notice that behind the station at the end of the row is a large molten scrapyard where things are getting tossed in by small robots that have obviously been processed and they're being formed and thrown out into giant would-be slag things that are being loaded onto other transport things that are flying out of the asteroid belt.
That's awesome.
So, as you guys approach, you're giving landing codes. You guys don't have to land. You don't have any of the stuff, so you guys can just fly around and wait for your Yahoos. You're good on fuel and everything else as of now, so you don't have to worry about that. You're fully repaired. But if you want to land to buy and sell and whatnot and get your money directly from the people who are getting paid...
RJ, what to do, boo?
That's on you.
Mr. Peters.
I'm sorry, what?
Senior.
He asked, what are we doing? Do we want to land or just fly around and meet up with our Yahoos after they've unloaded everything? Or do we want to land, help them offload, and get paid quicker?
Yeah, we always help them unload, right? Make some...
It does make them like us more, yes.
All of them unload.
Okay, so we go. I gotta make a landing check to avoid all the flying silliness around here, but no worries, I'm an expert pilot. I say as I roll a 1. Luckily, I really am an expert pilot. I have a plus 14, so a 15 total. Even with a 1, I'm over here like,
There's no natural fails.
There are natural fails in combat. Outside of combat, checks are checks. If you succeed on the rolls, you succeed on the rolls. Now, mind you, do I scratch the paint a little as we land? Yes. Yeah, it's probably the worst piloting I've done in quite some time. But there's no major damage done. And we land.
Got you reconsidering life all these questions, bro. You're starting to doubt your skills.
Over here having an existential. Do I have a soul? Does my brain work like other people's brains? What's going on?
I look at RJ, but Roger be like, "You good, bud?"
I will look back and kind of look down and go, Yeah, just some paint, dude. Don't worry about it. I didn't click the landing gear fast enough. My bad. Doors are open and we're into the shuttle bay. There is one very angry mechanic that's like, I just fixed that! Why? Now it's dented. I have to take the whole panel out. Ah. He's very mad. Raj is intentionally not making eye contact. What would you guys like to do?
You mad, little one?
Huh?
Nothing. I asked him a question, but he chose to ignore it.
The dude who's screaming. He looks down at you and says, "Yes, yeah, I am quite angry there."
Here's a couple credits, bro. It'll be okay.
He takes your credits and says, "Thanks for that. That'll make my day slightly better." How many credits do you give him?
Probably like figure what an hour's pay would be.
Sure you can afford that. I don't know how much credits we have. So I have to readjust the money system on here. I have 50 credits according to my notes. Do we have group credits? Is that being tracked by anybody?
I thought we were still being funded by our Rockstar friend.
Funded? Well, I mean, she did give us
money,
some of the money. But yeah, she was 100% keeping track of our stuff, if I remember correctly. Or RJ was. I don't know.
No, she was.
I think I was, but I don't have that notebook with me. I don't know how it went.
And she was filthy rich, too, so.
I mean, comparatively to us, yeah, for sure.
She's a famous world... galactic?
Galactic rockstar.
Galactically known rockstar, I guess?
Heck yeah. Well, I would more consider her like an idol girl. You know what I mean? Popular among her niche.
Like Taylor Swift?
No, not that popular. Because you can go to other countries and be like, "Oh, Taylor Swift," and people will understand what you're talking about. This is more like if you're in a country, they'll probably know about her, or in a planetary area, they'll know about her. And if you know about her outside of that planetary sector,
well, that's okay. I still give him the credits that would probably cover his time to fix the panel that you just dented.
Okay, how much do you want to give him? How much do you have?
Well, I'm gonna go sell those 2 massive Gatling gun fucking batteries.
Ah.
So what would his time be worth?
You don't know. You have no idea. That's what I'm saying. Just give me a number that you're throwing to him. Because in all
20 credits.
Okay, you throw him 20 credits. That's better than a poke in the nose for sure. You do that. Take it off.
And be like, "Sorry, buddy. You have a good day. By the way, I tell him my name, and so maybe I'll see you around the station."
He grumbles quietly to himself, but the money seemed to shut him up because obviously you're not trying to be a jerk about things. So, you guys go into the food bay to get food. Do you go into the main hub? Does it buy things, or do you go to other places on the station? Again, there's the viewing deck.
You go to the main hub. Stuff.
You're probably not going to be able to get into the crew quarters, captain's quarters, or the upper or lower decks.
Station.
Correct. And it is an active station. There are way more people than just station crew here. You're looking at probably 100 people on this tiny station.
I'm picturing like a Buc-ee's in Texas.
Probably pretty close, yeah.
Like a AM/PM.
A full AM/PM, but yeah, just to the brim. You know what I mean? There's walking room, but that's about it. So, you guys go into the main courtyard. You're trying to sell things, so you're probably actually going to want to talk to an actual human who is behind one of the 2 counters. Yeah. The first counter is like exotic wares and clothes and that kind of stuff. Looks like a normal trading merchanty thing. And the other one is parts and things for ships.
I'm going to go to the exotic wares.
Okay, the exotic wares personnel greet you kindly and well, as kindly as a bug person can.
Yeah, well, I'm a rat person, so we're both in the same fucking thing. We're both fucking pests.
I don't think they'd see it like that, but they are amicable, to say the least.
I'm going to go to sell the 2 ultra capacity batteries to start out with.
Okay, so they ask you how much you're looking for these, because these are not necessarily rare, but they're also not necessarily
common.
Yeah.
Well, what is the price of them?
They say the machine sells them for 500 credits apiece.
I'll take 500 apiece.
He smiles. I will not buy them for 500 credits apiece. If I wanted to, I could put my code in and get it for half price on that thing. So, I'll buy it from you for $225.
No. If you can get them for half price, why are you even offering me money?
Because that's cheaper than half price for me.
We're gonna... No. $240.
$240. Well, that's still under half price. I'll take it. So 2 of them for $240, or do you want to keep one?
Oh, 2 of them for $240? Each one sells for $500. You said.
Right. So each one of them will sell for $240.
So it'll be $480.
Yeah.
I'll sell them both for $480.
Okay, you do so. You have lost those.
Well, what about the arrows? The arrows
can
are pretty uncommon.
Uh,
I mean,
yeah.
not uncommon, but like basically worthless. Right?
Actually, no. I mean, arrows are arrows, man. Especially in space, they can be completely silent.
But how do arrows work in fucking outer space? Don't they need like wind resistance? Anyways, continue.
They probably actually work really well in space, I would assume.
Yeah.
Straight lines.
And inertia and all that stuff.
Yeah. Also, they have crossbows. Is generally how they're shot up here. So they really should be called bolts or something silly, but they're
Okay,
still
we'll sell the
arrows.
bolts.
So you will sell the bolts. How many do you have? You have 20. He'll give you a credit apiece.
Okay, I'll take 20.
So anything else you'd like to sell to him?
No.
Okay. Is there anything you would like to buy? And he shows you his wares. Again, they're exotic clothing, some armor bits and pieces, a couple side upgrades, and a small stash of weapons.
Have you picked up anything weird or peculiar lately?
He goes, well, and what category of weird and peculiar are you talking about?
I don't know, something you never really see, or something's first time seeing something.
I live on a space station. We see everything up here. He laughs. Or chatters because he's a bug person. Shiree, whatever it's called. Let's see. He looks through his stuff here. And he goes... How much are you looking to spend?
I got money. I'm not gonna tell him the exact, but I got some money.
Yes, okay. Well. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. I'm gonna find something that's within a couple levels of you guys. Why does that jump so far? Anyway, sorry. Okay, so he goes, well, I did happen to recently pick up a cryo rifle. He shows it to you. It looks like a cryo rifle, which they do cold damage, so obviously they attack someone's EAK instead of KAC. Sorry, EAC. He says, I'd be willing to sell it for around 2,500 credits. I might be able to negotiate just a little bit there.
A little bit of negotiations, though. You said 2,500?
Yep.
Well, that's slightly out of my fucking price range.
Ah, well. Tell me how much you're willing to spend. I might find something that's a little closer to your price range.
I don't know. I'll be back later today. I'm gonna go back and talk to my buddies and see what they're up to.
Of course, I'll be here. And he goes to the next customer.
My character rests his case and let the other character have a turn.
Alright, RJ.
Yes.
Well, he's doing all that. What are you doing?
Well, I don't really need a lot of ammo. I don't think I have a can ammo.
Okay.
90 rounds, knife. We actually can get 78 rounds. We just got a bunch. I have. My Sherry eye rifle.
Your sniper rifle?
Yeah.
What do you need rounds for that, or what are you trying to do with it?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to see if I have rounds for it.
If you don't, I have 300.
I have 20 rounds for it. Okay.
I have 300 rounds for it, Russ. You're fine.
Yeah.
Why do you have 300 rounds for a sniper rifle? Oh, because you have a long rifle and they take the same ammo. Never mind.
Yeah.
So,
brother, you're just walking around with sniper ammo.
I'm listening.
So what are the? Is there some place to get armor? Is armor super expensive?
So yes and yes. Let me just go to the armor page and kind of inform you kind of where you are looking. So you wear heavy armor, right?
Right.
So heavy armor around your price level, right? A level 5 will say ring armor is not quite $3,000 for their base price. And then something actually at your level is looking about $1,000, grand and a half.
Where's my languages? That's Elven, Atonin, and Yasuki. Okay.
That sounds all correct.
So how expensive are flame doskin charges?
Flame what? Sorry.
Doskin, DOS.
Oh,
H.
that's your. It's a melee weapon.
Right.
That doesn't take charges.
It says 1d8 flame, critical wound, 20 charges, 1 per use.
Hold up. You go look at that.
Oh, you have to use a charge to turn the flame on.
That seems silly.
It's the mechanics of the game, man.
Okay, so advanced melee weapons. Two-handed weapons. Here we are. Flame Dusco, Ember, level 2. Oh, it's powered. Okay, so yes. Well, that's a good question then.
Usually a ton. 20 charges seem nice, but I'm just wondering how much they are. If they're common here, then I can pick them up here pretty cheap.
I feel like you just have to plug it in and like take a long rest, and it'll recharge. You know what I mean? Basically,
Gotcha.
You can't attack with it more than 20 times. You get 20 attacks with it before it loses power.
Before it just becomes a club.
Yeah. Before you lose the fire damage, it's just the regular 1d8 FU. Because it looks really cool. If you have your book on you, the dude in the front has one.
They truck my book's actually down the truck and
You fool! Okay, well, don't worry about it. It's not the big of a deal. Okay, so okay, I take that back. You just need a battery. Batteries charge it. So and you just need a regular battery because if you get a high capacity one, it is useless. And batteries are 60 credits a piece, and they don't have a bulk, so you can just buy as many as you want, so you can charge up on it, kind of thing. But that being said, you burn through your 20 charges. You got to replace it. It takes a round to reload.
Okay. I'll keep an eye on them. I only have 53 credits, so 60's out of my range anyway.
So close. Yeah, and the auto vendors aren't going to haggle.
Right.
I give him the credits he needs.
How many
I give him the credits, what he needs.
How many do you
Then
want to
he
buy?
needs to turn them out.
Do you want just one battery? Do you want 3 batteries? How much money are you going to commandeer?
Yeah, I don't really need it right now. I mean, until I start using it a little while more, there's 20 charges of plenty.
So how about he just buys one battery for you? Then you at least have one in case.
Okay.
Then also in case I am a mean DM and be like, "Huh, you critically fail, so your battery dies." You have it extra.
Okay. Yeah, give me one then.
All right. So 60 credits later, you have an extra battery. Mark it down your character. I have plenty of ammo for my guns currently because I got the pistol, the knife, and the arc pistol, and I have like 100-something rounds of small arms. So. I'm good there. I'm good on armor and all my other stuff, so I don't really need to do shopping because your boy don't eat.
We need food for the ship, other supplies for the ship. What do we need for the ship?
That'll auto restock.
How much are we getting paid from our guys?
That's a good question. So, you guys will help them. I'm gonna yada through that, so you don't have to roll or anything silly. It's just you guys went to help them before you did your little shopping spree that you're on currently, to help offload them faster so they can get the scales and so on and so forth. Because they have quite a bit of stuff, if you guys remember.
Right.
Do you guys remember the percentage that you worked out for this contract?
It was like 40-50, right?
That sounds right, because they were getting 50% as a crew. The dude who organized it's getting 10%, and you guys are getting 40? Or was it 30?
Mm-hmm. That I can't remember.
I think it was 30. 30 sounds right.
Okay, so you guys are getting 30% of the earnings. So I'm going to do some mathy math here and see how many credits that they give you guys. We're going to take 4 D10s and roll how much weight you guys found. Or, yeah, quality, whatever you want to call it. Okay, interesting. So, total price that you guys got for the scrap run was $7,372.
Not too shabby.
That's pretty good. Now, mind you, that's not your bit. That is in total. So now I gotta do other math. Except for it, you guys got bonuses. So give me a second. Let me roll a D6 for multiplier and a D20 for the extra scavenge you picked up, because you guys did take the extra time to pick up some extra scavenge. Alright. Well, that's not terrible. Adding an extra 56 to that. So, back to our handy dandy calculator. 7372 plus 58 gives divided by. We're going to multiply it by 0.3 because you guys are getting 30%. So you guys earned a total of 2,230. They're going to round up and be nice. Credits.
So what do we divide that by?
It's amongst the three of you guys. So, divided by 3. So you guys could be getting. Again, I'll round up to make life easy. 744 credits apiece. Actually, I take that back. You guys have to make a really hard decision here. Who gets the extra credit?
Give it to the cyborg.
Can we put it like in a ship fund?
Give it to the cyborg so he can contemplate life.
So we could put it on a ship fund, but because you guys are really bad at recording your monies, because you definitely have other monies somewhere, because you should have a couple thousand or something silly. I'm gonna say record it on your character just for safety.
Yeah, that's what I was getting from now on. Now, Roger, just put it in the backpack or whatever.
Okay. Well, I'd say for this one, you guys divide it up so you have some spending money for this thing if you want it. I know I don't need anything, but then you all are getting paid for the job you've done so far. Because this is only half of it, if you guys remember, because you're also going to try and head back before the contract is quote-unquote complete. Unless you're going to break contract early and fuck off. Yeah, your choice. But basically, you're going to get loaded up with a couple of the... Sorry, brain work, please.
The squares?
Yeah, the complete squares are going to get loaded onto the ship, and you're basically going to act as a trucker back to the other side with the completed stuff.
With the other ship, right?
Yes, yeah. Your guys' ship isn't equipped for transporting that kind of stuff. That's why you've been giving it all to the other ship.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I got to make a phone call.
Okay, we'll give you a couple minutes. We'll take a 5-minute break. Hopefully, 5 minutes.
Good enough for me?
Potty break, all that fun stuff. I'm going to add money to my character. Bam, I got money. Alright, ladies and gentlemen who are on the stream, I'm going to disappear for a minute so you just get to look at my background.
Oh, okay. I'm back, but we can take a break if you need to.
Yeah. 5 minute break, bathroom break, that kind of stuff. Grab your water, grab your snacks, whatever you need.
Roger, your Snapchat's just now fucking loaded, bro.
Really? Wow.
So, RJ, how's the girlfriend?
I'm going good. I gotta make it. Hold on.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. No worries, bro.
I just gotta find these guys.
Life's good, man. No worries.
Scott, Richard, Terry. Scott. And I'm back. Apparently I'm alone.
No, you're not. I'm here. I'm just reading something on Reddit
Oh.
for
Well,
fucking iPhone.
I'm gonna get up and get a beer. I'll be back in a minute.
All right.
Oh.
Hey, Roger.
I'm back. What's up?
Roger, your nipples are sticking out like fucking 15 feet, bro. Oh my god. Is it a little cold, buddy?
I don't know how they could be.
Jesus.
He was
Bro,
sticking out there right under my suspenders, but all right.
I saw them glass cutters from a mile away, bro.
I'm telling you.
You fixed them. Bro, you walked in. I saw them. They were like, ding, 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 ding.
All right. I won't deny it's a little chilly here, but I thought they were covered.
What temperature is it, Roger?
I don't know. In the house, like
70.
70, 70, yeah, should be 70. But currently outside, negative 15. Well, that was actually a couple hours ago. Negative 18.
Let me tell you what it is right now.
Oh, excuse me.
It is 54 degrees.
54 degrees. That's warm.
Or do you want to pipe in on temperature?
-6. No, just kidding. RJ's gone. He's left us. On to our own devices. So, where were they? So it's plugging in my phone and checking on the Twitchy Twitch. So, where was I? We're waiting on RJ to continue on for what we're doing here. We've got paid. We divided our loots. Excuse me. I really should go back through the other episodes and figure out how much money you guys have, but
I know where I'm at. I'm at like 25.80. That's what my paper says.
wow. Okay, so you have a good bit. Were you the one with the credits?
No, I had 2,580.
Okay.
Remember, I sold my 2 things, and then I had some fucking money from leftover.
Okay.
And then I had fucking whatever we just got, the 744.
Okay. So, if you got all that fun stuff, so minus the 1,000, so that means all of us should probably have an extra 1,000 on our character.
I would.
Okay, so I'm gonna be a nice DM and just grant that, because I don't think you've sold anything ridiculously different than the rest of us. And we'll say anything else that we didn't pick up went with the Rockstar. And if she got short-handed, then whoopsie. Because that sounds way more close to where you guys should be at, stuff-wise.
Yeah, no, I agree completely.
So, anyway, what was I? We're still waiting on RJ. RJ! Jagger House!
Luke looks like he had fun in fucking Florida, bud.
I'm sure he did. I am 100% on that one.
How was the water?
Oh my god, it was so nice. I tell you the first thing. I don't know. I didn't check. It was just wonderful. Okay, we're the only people out there in
Florida.
St. Petersburg.
St. Petersburg, Florida water temperature.
Yep. So by Tampa. You could probably just look up Tampa.
You can just Ooh. It was cold, bro. 64 is cold, bro. 64 is real cold.
Was it? Okay, so Luke, right? We're at the beach.
Cold.
Went straight in. Like, ran for the water right behind him, and he just face plants directly into it. Pops his head up and, like, mermaid switches his hair, just so happy. Except for then he got salt to the eyes and the mouth. I was like, ah!
Oh, 64 is cold, buddy.
It was so nice, dude. Me and Pepper were in the water for quite some time. That was really murky, so when I get the chance, like I said, that's probably my next
down in like June.
Well, so we have to go down before Piper goes to school. Otherwise, we gotta wait till next year, kind of thing. Because we're not just taking a break in the middle of school year for funsies.
I'm thinking about coming back up there in June or July, Roger, in the summer.
Hey, that sounds like a plan. Though you will have to coordinate with me because I already have someone who is coming up here.
No, that's the plan. Who's coming up there?
My buddy Spain.
Oh yeah, the army dude, right? Mm-hmm. The one that was getting yelled at by people because he didn't let him in the gate or out of the gate. That's what it was. I remember the story now.
There's lots of stories. Just saying. But RJ, are you alive? Did he say he was coming back?
I think he's making a phone call.
Again? Okay, because he said he was done, but maybe he's just taking a long time in the bathroom because I said bathroom break. And he's like,
oh, yeah, that's what it was. He went to get a beer, I think. Dude.
Oh, there he is.
I was playing DayZ earlier today, right?
Uh-huh.
And I'm starving. I mean, my fucking food's in red and my water's in red. But I make it to a building, I shoot a chicken, I skin the chicken. There's a faucet outside. I wash my hands. Someone walks up to me, and I'm middle cutting the bush. I'm like, bro, just don't kill me. You can have some of this food, right? He goes, nah, man, I ain't gonna kill you. I ain't gonna kill you. I ain't gonna kill you. All right, cool. So I give him some food, and I go cook my food. I'm starting to eat my chicken, and this dude kills me. I was so mad, bro. As soon as I started eating, I was just like, So now I've come to the conclusion I'm no longer going to try and make friends on DayZ.
I was gonna say that sounds like some Rust player BS right there.
Oh, Rust is toxic, but the DayZ computer server is just something else entirely.
I like the original. Let's go to that. Medium orange, me. Blue.
Well, I'm having fucking. I went to the grocery store and bought these mushrooms that are like stuffed and they're pretty amazing. That's what I'm having right now.
That sounds pretty nice. I'm gonna be green for a little bit, and then when we get into combat, I'll throw this up there like bap.
Oh, it's over there. We're okay.
I'm shiny. Let's go back to yellow, regular colors. Anyway, so you guys haven't gotten any combat yet. I've rolled in the 90s both times for you guys' traveling. So,
just out of curiosity, what is the percentage of engagements? Does it get worse in certain areas, or
yes,
just for gameplay knowledge?
Just out of gameplay loop, I roll a D100, and if you roll in the 80s to 90s, you're gonna have the trip was uneventful.
An encounter.
Anything below that is so much of the journey is completed, and then I roll a D6 to see what kind of encounter you run into.
What are the different types of encounters?
I bet.
So,
what are they, like peaceful, non-peaceful?
Yeah, so I use a D6, and odd and even is good and bad, so that you have a 50% chance of it being a positive or a negative encounter. And one is humanoid, one is alien, and one is like weather / some kind of event. But in space, it changes from humanoid, turns into ship, and aliens is alien, but obviously space aliens or something. I haven't rolled it yet, so we haven't really had to think about it. Actually, that's not true. What? Sorry.
How much sort of money come to?
So I don't know how much you have on your character already, but every one of us from that last job just got paid $743, or you got paid $743. And I, as a nice, polite DM, am giving you all 1,000 gold to cover from your guys' quote-unquote group fund. And basically anything that is lost from that group fund was taken by the Rockstar for her travel expenses. Just to make life easy. Just because we don't play this every week at this point, it'll be easier just to keep your money on your character. So that way when we move on, we don't forget and whatnot. Excuse me, I got the sniffles. So.
Okay, so 1796 sounds about right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I was like, that's two more than me. Riley has way more than that, but he just sold 500 credits worth of stuff. So.
Well, fucking thing I broke into by myself. No one came with me.
You're right. That's all your money. No one's arguing that whatsoever. So.
I did buy RJ a nice new laser rifle battery. So.
Yeah, fancy, shiny. We're gonna call you the Energizer Bunny. So, Energizer Bunny. Anything else you want to do, RJ, before we move on to Raj? I missed it.
Spider cell, like battery cell?
I'm missing the joke. Did it go over my head?
It went over everybody's head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's get back on our ship and let's go find those guys and ask if they're loaded yet.
Okay, so at this point, are you guys going to break contract and go off on your own, or are you going to go the reverse route and hit the 5 stops on the way back? Or actually, you won't have to hit 5 stops on the way back because you're not offloading anything at these stops. You're going from point A to point B, but you do know that quote unquote those 5 stops are relatively safe points that you'll probably travel to because giant asteroids aren't going to cut through and goof your stuff up.
I think we need to help our crew out. We can't break contract, can we?
Well, one of the things we're doing is we're looking for pirates.
Yeah.
So we're with these guys hoping pirates attack, so we can put the thump down on them because we owe them.
We do owe them. We have put out, though, already, just if you guys remember, that your ship is way underpowered in comparison to the pirate ship currently.
Right. Is there any way we can upgrade our ship while we're here?
So, thematically, sure, but you guys actually have to level up before your ship levels up. Because your ship levels up with you guys. For every one, when the average party level is whatever, you bump it up. Since we're all the same level and we're keeping it the same pace, when you guys level up, the ship levels up.
Gotcha. So basically, we need to go fucking farm low-level things.
Correct, yeah. You gotta go do some random combat of some sort to get some more experience.
Back across the galaxy.
Well, but I mean, we've kind of been getting that with these guys, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. You get some, and you guys have almost leveled up to 4 in the stuff that you guys have done with them, right? Because you guys were just shy of leveling up after last campaign's silliness. Right. Or not campaigns, but last session's silliness. So, if you guys get into combat, I will check experience points / time and all that, and if it's close enough to level you up, cool. Or you guys just finish the session, and most likely by the time we finish the session, you guys will hit your needed experience.
I know what you're talking about.
Well,
RJ, we can either break contract or we can continue to go on with you guys. I say we go on with these guys.
Yeah, that's something I think we should continue on.
Okay, so you guys will know that on the way back, the percentages will be the same, but the payout is guaranteed. So they tell you that they are transporting 3. Well, let's rate them. What size do you guys want? How big of stuff are they transporting? So we're going to do a couple rolls. So it's actually not going to be 3. We're going to roll a d4 for that because they can have up to 4. But at 4 large, they're completely overloaded. So they're transporting 2 big boys, big as they can be. So they're transporting 12 grand worth of materials.
Okay.
The issue with this is because of how large they are, they stick outside of the ship. They're basically just bungee corded to the side of the ship is the easiest way to describe it. Which makes them very easy targets. But if you make it all the way to the other side with both of them, that's good money. Even at 30% for you guys.
Great money. If the whole crew just happened to fucking die and you flew their ship back into space, who would know?
Who would know? Though, except for the Irma's Revenge is far superior ship combat-wise to theirs, so...
No, I'm talking about just kill all the crew on the ship, take their ship, and fly back. Like, yeah, we don't know what happened. They just fucking left. Middle of the voyage, they all just jumped out the windows. Like, we don't want to be here no more.
I believe that. I'd 100% not check the logs to figure that one out.
Sense motive.
Yeah, exactly.
Natural 20.
So, as you guys take off, they warn you that the materials that they're carrying are definitely going to make the journey more dangerous. So, from a mechanic standpoint, those percentages I told you for your traveling stuff have been altered.
Hey, wait, before we leave, I'm going to go up to that mechanic and ask him if he wants to go with us, because I think a mechanic would be good to have.
He informs you that he is quite comfortable in the station where he is. He's getting paid plenty and food. No one's trying to kill him. But he could see if there's another mechanic that's trying to transfer to the other end zone, as they call it. I think we should have. Okay, so he says give him 20 minutes and he'll ask the junior mechanics and see if any of them want to take you up in your offer. Now, speaking of your offer, because they will want to get paid some way, are you trying to recruit them to your ship as a crewmate, or are you trying to recruit them just to travel with you? Basically act as
they want a taxi, so they're gonna get paid a little bit, and then they're gonna get more money when we get there. You know what I mean?
Okay. So,
for being a taxi plus, fun.
Okay. So, Odd 7, yeah. There's several people that are willing to do some traveling. 4, to be exact.
Okay.
So you can pick up 4 mechanics and they can work on your crew for this voyage. You'll just have to pay them.
I don't want 4. I just want 1.
You just want
one mechanic. Just one mechanic that know how to work the ship in case our robots have to update again.
Okay, so there are an android, a Vox, whatever they are, lizard person, A human and 2 humans are the ones that are volunteering to go with you. They are all mechanics. Would you like to sense motives on any of them to kind of figure out why they want to go with you?
Just the android.
Just the android. Okay, so go ahead and roll a sense motive, but take a negative
really
5. Take a negative 5.
Okay, I have a really good sense motive. Should have a really good sense motive. 15, right?
Okay.
15 plus. Oh, so we're just gonna call it 10.
Okay, that works.
So I'd roll a d20 plus 10. Oof, 15.
Okay, nice, good roll. Sorry, let me find the average stat thing here. Oh, I apologize. It was only a -2, not a 5. So you had a
15 plus, and then I rolled a 5. So -2, 13 plus 5 is what?
18. Okay, so you had an 18, which is slightly better. Yeah, so you'll know that this android probably is just getting treated like trash here and is trying to find a new place where people don't know him.
Come on.
Okay. And he is what I would call extremely desperate. He'll basically do anything to get off this station.
Let's roll.
Okay.
You got a name there, friend?
Yes. 10 seconds while the DM looks it up. Name sure. Okay, so it could be whatever. So he goes by Billy. We'll go Billy. Billy sounds like a good name. Someone write that down. Billy the android. People around here call me Billy Clanker. I don't really like the name, but that's what they call me.
Alright, Billy, well, we're just heading out. Let's roll.
Okay, Billy loads up. He's on your ship now. He's a quote-unquote crew member. He tells you that if you get into the other side without him dying or taking major injury, he'll basically do this for a percentage of your guys' profits.
A percentage of my profits. Not our profits. A percentage of my profits.
Okay, yeah, again, he's he basically willing to take just about anything.
Mm-hmm.
So, you guys take off. Day 1, or Station 1, 2 days worth of travel. I feel like I made these journeys longer the first time through. But, c'est la vie. Oh, by the way, I'm fully healed, which is important, because I rolled... You guys make it about half a day before something happens.
Okay.
What it said something. Sorry, I'm rolling for it. Okay, so as you guys are traveling along, you see a small spaceship. Looks like a one of the robotic ones that was at the end station. Looks like it's crashed on one of the asteroids. Not like super bad, but like maybe it got hit by the asteroid or ran into it accidentally and it's just kind of stuck. What do you want to do? You don't have to do anything with it, but I'm sure whoever is piloting it or the robotic system that is trying to release it would probably be appreciative if you freed it. Or someone else will deal with it. Your choice.
I don't know. What do you think, Riley?
The DM says all choices are good. I forgot the hat. I gotta remember to put that on when I'm talking. Sorry. Raj doesn't care. We can keep moving, is his personal opinion.
Let's keep moving then. I'm good with that.
Okay. Third member of the crew. The mechanic does not care. Solarian, you're the last member. You have a voting voice.
Oh, I've been talking this entire time with my fucking mic muted, bro.
Ha!
Jesus Christ.
Over here, just like, hello.
Fuck this stupid robot, bro.
Okay, the robot.
Hey, what you drinking there, bud? RJ, what you drinking there?
Oh,
It's a very dark color.
By Yingling.
What is it?
So Black and Tan by Yingling.
It has a very dark color to it.
Yeah, it's a dark beer. It's not a stout. It's just a dark beer.
Rough.
It's nice. It's tasty.
So.
I don't know. I still have straight up scars from the last time you made me try a stout beer. Horrible.
Yeah, I buy my girlfriend Coors Light.
That's better than what I drink. I drink Smirnoff Ice, bro.
I got some Mike's Hard Lemonade in there. But,
Those are good, dude. Uh-oh, we lost him.
I was gonna say his audio cut out. We're in trouble.
Yeah.
Waiting.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yep. I call them both. Yeah. Yeah. They're both notified. Awesome. Yep. We're good. Nobody else yet, huh? Okay. All right. Take it down. I'll let you know. You bet. Like a half hour ago. This dude's a half hour behind and tell me that.
That's high tier, unfortunate. Hey, whatever. You get paid by the hour, right? So, yeah, things happen. So you guys are floating through space about the second day, almost near the same time as the previous day. You see a small floating, what looks to be capsule.
What does our scanners tell us it is?
Go ahead and make a computer's check to see what the scanners tell you.
Feeling confident about this one, Raj.
I mean,
19 plus...
You are a science officer currently, so I believe in you.
19. So I get a +2 for science officer, that's right?
Maybe? I don't know. Do you have something that gives you bonuses for science officer stuff?
No, I think it does, bro. But I don't remember, so I'm not going to say 19 plus computers of 16.
Got it. You're good. So, as you scan the thing, also, by the way, the science officer is just a position that allows you to do certain tasks, like scanning ships or that kind of thing. Like, currently, we don't have a captain, because we don't need one. We got a pilot. RJ's been the gunner. I assume this new engineer guy is going to be our engineer, which leaves you science officer. Unless you want to be the captain, and we give up the science officer position to the AI, so...
No, the AI is the captain's better. I trust Jeff Bezos and his planning.
AI is the captain. So much power, so much freedom. What do we call our AI again? Do you guys remember?
Hey, you.
Hey, you. Cortana Light. Anyway, doesn't matter. We'll get back to that later. Someone write that down somewhere. I should write that down somewhere. Whatever. For now, she's AI. So, as you scan the pod, there is no life signs detected in it. It's not a cryopod. It looks more like an ejected, not cargo bay, but something along those lines. So like
ejected cryo bay, you said?
No. So
it's
not a cryo bay. It's more like a cargo bay. Yeah.
Does our sensors tell us? Can you tell us if it's like thick or empty or full or empty?
I can tell you if there's life or not. It can tell you it has power. And it can tell you it has no like thrusters or anything. So like whoever
Does it have life on it?
It does not have life. It is lifeless.
RJ, what do you think?
So does it look like
Cracker?
So is it like scrap or?
No. It's a fully functioning piece of equipment, or semi-functioning piece of equipment, whatever.
Oh yeah, let's get this thing. So it's like a cargo trailer, basically, right?
No. So it's like an internal cargo bay that's been jettisoned.
Weird.
Yeah. So think of it like a floating chest in space.
Yeah, that's weird. I think we should fuck with it.
Okay, you do so. You guys pick it up relatively easy. Oh, okay.
I have to talk to RJ. RJ, are we gonna fuck with it, or you wanna leave it alone?
Yeah, no, pick it up. Let's go.
Alright, cool. Pick it up.
You do so. You bring it into your own cargo bay.
Well, before I bring it into the cargo bay, I want to go out. Can I go out into space and check it with my Solarian armor? Solarian armor?
So, if you remember, we all have gel rings, which are the thing that lets us go into space and breathe normally. Your Solarian armor just gives you better AC.
Yeah, I want to go check it out outside space before we put it in our ship.
Okay, so you do a space jump, attach a little tow cable to yourself, basically, and jump towards the floating chest box. You jump. Go ahead and make an athletics check to make sure you don't completely miss.
Don't roll a 1?
Don't roll a 1. Heck, I wouldn't roll a 3.
I rolled a 2.
What's your total?
I rolled a 2.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
It's an athletics check, though, right?
Yes. It's so dumb.
And you fucking just didn't get a good enough fucking picture of fucking I can't see my strength. I know it's not good, though.
Let me see. On here, your strength is a -1. You rolled a 1.
I didn't go nowhere, bro.
You make the leap for it. You're like, da 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 da. Ah! Exactly. 100% what happens. You're now dangling out the side of the ship, just kind of like flapping in the would-be wind. And we're just like, man, what is taking him so long? Go ahead and roll me a d4. See how long it takes for us to notice that you're over here just being dumb.
2.
2 hours go by, and we're just like, he hasn't said anything. What is he doing out there?
Can we send droids out to get the Dutchman and the pod?
Yes. You can do that once you realize he's just hanging outside the ship, just like running out of oxygen slowly. I'm going to say with that athletics check, you probably actually knocked yourself out with how terrible you jumped. I mean, you just went, oh, and are floating in space. Just straight up done. As the pod and everything else get dragged into the cargo bay, we're like, did it attack you? Did you get electrocuted? What happened?
I got shocked.
Oh, it shocked you. Okay, so we gotta be careful. It's trapped.
Yeah, there's definitely some type of trap on it, bro. I've never messed up on a jump so bad. Yeah, there's a trap in there for sure.
Which is fine. Good. I have no reason not to believe you. So I am going to carefully, delicately make an engineering check to see if I can open this. Unless someone's got better engineering than me. I have
Not after that roll. Not after that roll.
I rolled a 3. I rolled a 12. So as I look at this thing, I go, it's powered. It's locked. It's probably trapped. I don't want to touch it.
I got 8 for engineering, Raj.
Would you like to give it a go?
Yeah.
Do it. Please roll better than me and Riley.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's easy. So 16 plus 8 is 24.
Got it. You're like, it's not trapped. There's nothing wrong with this thing. It's got a sealed thing. If it electrocuted him, it was just, built up static charge, yada, yada, yada. You find the would-be computer bay for where to input the code to unlock it, and it's already unlocked. It's open. All you got to do is press the open button. I assume you do so.
Do we need to put this in quarantine in case there's a bio thing in it or anything?
The scanner said there is no biological residue on it.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's open it.
You open it, and on the inside are three large weapons.
Hmm?
The first one being a quad machine gun.
Ooh.
Basically a chain gun. It's a projectile style heavy weapon.
Big gun for a big boy.
The second one looks to be a Thunderstrike sonic rifle.
A pair of jumping boots for the fucking moron in the corner.
Thunderstrike Sonic. Is it Thunderstrike rifle?
Yep. It's a long arm. And the last thing is a Cryo Spike.
What?
A Cryo Spike. It's like a spear, but it does cold damage.
Really?
Yep. And would any of you like to make a perception check?
Give it a whip.
Give it a perception check to see if there's anything.
Oh. So natural 20, and my perception is 1, so 21.
Wow! Your perception is trashed here, but with that 20 and you passing the thing, you find that there's a small hidden compartment behind the weapons.
What was the fourth weapon?
There's a Cryo Spike, a sonic rifle, and the heavy machine gun.
You said there was 4.
There was 3. 3 weapons.
Oh. Okay.
On the inside is a small stash of credits, money, and what looks to be the equivalent. It's some kind of magic item. You don't know what it is. It's some kind of magic item, though.
I figured out using my priestly,
Okay. Go ahead and make a mysticism check, please.
Mysticism check. I love how you say mysticism. Mysticism.
Don't roll a 15.
I mean, really, 15 he says, because he's a mean person. Come on, app, work. Work, damn you. What's fucking 16 plus 5?
21.
21.
21.
Good enough to know that this is a shadow orb.
Shadow orb. What does shadow orb do?
Making sure you wouldn't need anything else. No, you already did a mysticism check. Make a secondary one to see if you know what it does. You know what it is. What does it do?
5 plus 19.
Oh, hold up. That is way too high of a level for you guys. I'm sorry.
It was a shadow orb. Roger's like, maybe I should have fucking read this first.
Sorry. I just looked at it and that's a level 10 item, so it's way above something you guys could pick up.
You sure? I mean, we could get lucky and find it.
Not on this, but that's okay. There's a
Argument die.
You an argument die? All right. You said you wanted the second roll, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so first roll. Scissors. Second roll. Rock. You win. All right, it's Shadow Orb.
Good thing we fucking used the argument die. What does the shadow fucking orb do?
So, what'd you roll for your mysticism?
It was 19 plus 5. 26.
So you know this is it's pretty rare. Anyway, it's actually really good for you as a Solarian, and will probably appreciate this the most. While you hold a small black orb of glass, it puts forth tendrils of darkness that capture nearby light. The light level within a 20-foot radius of you decreases by 1 step. So if it's bright light, it's now normal light. If it's regular light, it's dim light. If it's dim light, it's now shadow. So on and so forth. Lasers fired at you are bent towards the orb. This gives attacks against you with laser weapons a +1 bonus to hit, but it also grants you resistance 5 against fire resistance 5 against laser attacks.
Wrap it to the big dude's ways and say, here, don't lose this. You'll need it more than I do, big dude.
Yeah, actually, for you as a Solarian, you probably don't want an orb that absorbs sunlight, because, that's your shiz.
That's why I just strapped it to his hip. Like, here, buddy. There you go, big guy. Do something.
Yeah, fire resistant, good for big man. Shadow silliness, good for sneaky boy. So that's a good group item.
Mm-hmm.
But I agree, give it to the big man, let him be sneaky. They'll never see him in the shadow till he turns on his wannabe lightsaber axe.
Bumps across the deck.
Just
denting floorboards as he goes.
Just over here, Darth Vadering people in hallways.
He's breathing. Is your character really smart, or is he kind of like, dumber, RJ?
Yeah, he's a grunt, dude.
Let me get boot. Why did you get the other one? Didn't need it.
Only need one boot.
Only told to get one boot.
The DM says this is a very rare find, and you probably won't see anything like this for some time. Don't sell it.
Don't sell it.
Well, actually, my intelligence is like 16. It's like one of my highest scores.
Oh, yeah, you're pretty good then. You're not completely stupid. You're smart, right?
You're
an officer.
Yeah.
Oh, did I tell you the stats for those weapons? Do you guys care which weapons you want? That kind of thing?
We can leave it in the cargo container for now. Worry about that later.
Raj can't use anything. As per usual, the DM forgets to give his character nice things. Or am I like until we get to like level 7, I can't get any cool stuff worth using. It's super dumb. I hate it. Unless I pick up another sniper rifle. But then again, I could get a level 2 sniper rifle, or I have to wait till level 8.
So he could use the sonic rifle then, right? I mean,
no, that's a long arm, not a sniper rifle.
Oh.
My character does not have long arm proficiency at this point, if I remember correctly.
Huh?
Can I spend our journey teaching him long arm proficiency?
So storyline, sure. If I pick that up as one of my feats, that totally makes sense. But unless I pick it up as a feat, no.
No, like as an extra feat, can I teach it to you?
Because this is our learn the system game, probably not. Just because I don't know how bad that would affect, like, doing extra things to pick up feats isn't suggested in the book anywhere. And, like, in D&D, I know where that is on Starfinder. I don't know if that would completely mess up progression.
Okay.
So, you can teach people stuff, but you will come out and, hey, you've leveled up, we get to grab feats. Make sure you pick up this feat because you've been training in it or whatever.
Okay.
The only disadvantage for my character learning long rifle stuff is I don't get to do any of my cool operator stuff with them. All my operator stuff has to be done with small arms, operator weapons. And so, I'm very limited on that aspect.
How much money did we find?
Say what?
How much money did we find?
Oh, yeah. Credits. Who needs that? Give me a second.
Johnny Rico wants new power armor.
So you guys find a small credit stash of 712 yada yadas. Credits.
712. Write that down in our group stash.
Okay.
I give the mechanic 30 credits.
12 credits. No, okay.
Give the mechanic 30 credits.
Give the mechanic 32 credits. Get rid of those 2 credits.
And
Man.
you said was there jewels and other money in there too, or just credits, Rod?
No, credits. Ammunition. So, to go along with the weapons that you just picked up, it basically came with the equivalent of 3 clips for each of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So does the quad cannon do more damage than my
It just sounds like it does more damage, bro.
reaction cannon?
What's it?
Doesn't a quad set cannon sound like it just does
It sounds
quad the damage?
It sounds really cool, but that doesn't mean much of anything.
I'm picturing like an A10 Warthog fucking gun strapped to a fucking pistol handle.
So, oh wow, I'm an idiot. I can't read. It's a squad machine gun. A squad machine gun, not a quad machine gun. I'm sorry. Now I gotta look for this thing on here and be like, what the hell is it?
Q40B.
I'm on it. I just want to see where if they have a picture of it, because
Fuck that thing that shoots the grenades, bro.
Oh, M249.
Yeah, that one.
I mean, sorry, M203.
Yeah, the good morning wake up, get fucked. Fuck you and the guy standing behind you.
Okay,
and his car.
So it's got worse range than your reaction rifle. It does the same damage, 1d10. It's got 40 rounds in it, though, instead of 6. Every time you shoot, it fires 2 rounds instead of 1. Oh, no, sorry. Wait. Bulk. It's 2 bulk, so it's lighter than your projection rifle. It's analog, which means it can't get hacked or anything like that. And it has the automatic feature, which means you can take a spray of 30 feet or whatever and hit everyone in the spray.
Oh, the automatic shit's fucking dope.
It burns through all your ammo, but you get to make one attack against everybody. Yeah.
And you take the best out of all of it, right? Or something like that?
Yeah. Basically, for every person you hit, it costs you 2 usages of your ammo until you run out of ammo.
Yep. And it's fucking awesome. I have it on my gun. Oh, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, you know the funny thing about M203 rounds is they don't arm till they get 40 revolutions.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if you're under 50 yards, it'll just bounce off you.
Well, I don't know about so much of a bounce off you as that's like a 5-pound fucking solid piece of steel coming at you at Mach Jesus. I've seen someone get. I've seen someone get hit with
It's better than exploding, though. Trust me.
Russ, I've seen someone get their fucking wig split with a fucking rubber one. I don't want to see what happens if a solid steel one fucking impacts this dude in the trachea.
Yeah, that would be bad. But if it hits you in your armor and your pack, it's just gonna thump off. I mean, it's not like nothing, but it's gonna be much better than it exploding.
Oh well, I mean, if it explodes, you're not gonna really have that problem to worry about because that problem's fucking solved. That's someone else's problem.
But the old ammo wasn't like that, and sometimes it'd go off in the tube.
Oh.
The class before mine in infantry training school, one blew up in the tube, killing the instructor and the guy using the gun.
Oof.
And so one of my he wasn't a sergeant, he was only a lance corporal, but one of the training cadre was the next guy in line. So when we went to shoot, they made him shoot it because he's got to qualify with it. And he was a great big black guy named Moses. And he started crying and had to hold him by the hand and coax him through it. And after that, nobody would listen to a goddamn thing. He said, well, shut up, Moses. We'll get a 203 and make you shoot it. Watch you cry like a baby. Or kick your ass. Yeah, you will. You ain't kicking nothing. Shut up. Go away.
Bro, I met this...
useless.
Hey, I met this fucking older Marine a couple weeks ago, bro. This dude was a straight badass, bro. He was a Silver Star recipient. He has a hall named after him on Pendleton. I just can't remember his fucking name. Cool old dude, though. Old Marines are cool as fuck, dude. Anyways, carry on.
Carry on my wayward son. Anyway, so to answer your question, it does the same amount of damage, but has better effects, but less range. But in all honesty, do you really care about the range when you can put a 30-foot cone of FU?
Yeah, right.
Alright, 40 rounds. That means at most, I can hit 20 people. If I have a full clip and just go... will I fit 20 people in a 30-round area? Probably not. But, I might. Anyway.
It can happen.
So, that being stated, the other weapon is the Sonic Rifle. Is that something that interests you, Mouse Man? Because you can use long rifles.
What does the Sonic Rifle do?
So, the Thunderstrike Sonic Rifle does 1d10 sonic damage.
Okay.
Range of 50 feet. It deafens on a critical. It has 40 charges, has a 2 usage, so basically you have 20 shots. It's a 1 bulk weapon.
And it deafens on critical, and critical is what, 19 to 20?
Depends on your character, but usually it's just 20.
And Sonic Rifle, and the damage was one more time. Just doing the damage one more time.
1d10. 1d10 Sonic. Yeah, because you currently have a hunting rifle, right?
No, I have that one machine gun that fucking
right. The auto target rifle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're doing 1d6 with that one. So this is quite a bit of a better damage upgrade. You lose the automatic feature. But sonic damage, so you're firing at an EAK, which is generally going to be better, and there's not a lot of things that are resistant to sonic.
And I could use the automatic switch weapons and fucking fuck shit up with the sonic one.
That's true. If you need to switch over to the other weapon,
yeah.
It's
easy.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Easy to put squeezy.
Alright, let me see if I can find the deafen feature and see what it does to people.
Get here, see shit, do shit, be shit.
Well, obviously, they can't hear anything, but that does give them some kind of negative.
Can't hear shit, do shit, see shit.
Yep.
Is that a Raider hat on your wall there, sir? Off to your right shoulder.
There it is.
RJ.
No.
RJ.
Definitely not a Raider hat.
That's what I'm saying. It looks like a Raider hat back there, bud.
No. That's a Welcome to Alaska FU hat.
Lol. So the target must succeed a fortitude saving throw or be deafened for 1d4 minutes. And you ask, what does deafen do? I say I have to go to page 275 to figure that out. Almost there. Bam, deafen. You can't hear. You take a -4 penalty to initiative checks and opposed perception checks. And you automatically fail perception tests based on sound. Characters who remain deafened for a long time grow accustomed to these drawbacks and can overcome some of them.
Okay.
So nothing super crazy when you deafen somebody, but it's definitely annoying. And then you can yell secret commands and he'll never have any idea what you're saying. So, that's that. Do you guys care about the cryo weapon? Because again, I can't use that.
The Cryo Spear, right?
Cryo Spear, yep, it's an advanced melee weapon. I think that means the only one that can use that is RJ currently.
Nah, I ain't worried about it.
RJ, do you care about it?
No, not right at this moment.
Well, okay, fine. Fine. That separates you, that's cool. Okay. Anyway, if you guys don't care about it, you can sell it later. So, you guys continue traveling. That's the wrong dice. Alright, you make it the rest of the way, no problem. You have hit the station via the creepy, or where it should be, it is not there. You're in the same coordinates as before. It looks like there's a couple disabled droids kind of floating around in space.
Onward and outward, no more droids on this fucking ship. We got 2 of them already.
You guys say F that noise, we ain't worried about it. Alright, moving on. Alright, you guys making another half a day before something happens. What's that something? Let's find out. It's good. It's real good. So, as you guys are traveling along...
Giant mythical red dragon flies out of there, eats their ship. Roll new characters.
That would be the bad version, and not quite what I rolled.
It's like this is what you guys see. Roll new characters.
No, okay. So this is a positive spaceship interaction, is what the roll is. Not to ruin anything for you, but
that's fine.
So
you want to bet? You want to bet about it being positive?
Starting out as a positive, look, y'all can goof up as much as you need to.
All right,
anyway,
carry on.
So as you guys are traveling through space, you see a small fleet of ships traveling around one gigantic cruiser. This cruiser looks to be just a transport ship. It's basically if they took 5 of your companion ships and stuck them end to end, connected to each other.
Oh. Basically a sailboat to a fucking container ship.
Basically, yeah. And it's carrying a ton of scrap. The ships that are flying around it are mostly fighters and things like that. But there are about... Let's do 12 of them, see what happens. There's 4 of them flying around currently. They're all probably level 2-ish ships. Is your assessment. I'm not even going to make you roll, because I'm nice. The big ship hails you.
Hail back.
Okay. They say, hello. I see you guys are traveling through the area. We just wanted to give you a heads up. We had a minor encounter with a pirate ship that destroyed 4 of our escort fighters.
Which way are you guys headed? And which way did they come from?
Well, they hit us about 2 days from here, in between stations 3 and 4.
And they're heading towards 5 and heading towards 1, right?
Yes. And sorry, they meant between 2 and 3, not 3 and 4.
Okay, 2 and 3.
And they said, yeah, about 2-ish days from here is where they hit us at. Looked to be a singular ship with a small fighter escort. They just aced our ships out of the sky. They didn't even engage once they started getting overwhelmed. They retreated pretty quickly.
The pirates did?
Yeah, they seem to not be wanting to take a ton of damage.
Okay.
I mean, heck, they didn't hail. They took out 4 of our ships on the first volley. We fired back and they left. So.
Thank you for the heads up. Did they take any damage?
No. Again, we fired back and missed completely. They had quite a bit of range on us. They were parked on an asteroid, basically a floating cannon for however long it was. Again, it was a single shot that they fired that went through 4 of our ships. They just timed it perfect. It was crazy. I've never seen a shot like that before. I can tell you what it looked like, though, or at least give you the ship model, quote unquote.
Yeah, we'll take a ship model.
Maybe if it'll open. Oh, see me, sorry. We're gonna get to the ship server. Where are you at? I believe in you. Do. Yeah, it was a Iridian Thunderbolt.
Iridian Thunderbolt, okay.
Yep. Which matches the description of the ship we're looking for.
Ooh. And that's a day away from us, right?
2 days at this point.
2 days at this point, so we can make it to Station 3. Let's get to Station 3, then we'll worry about what happens then.
Gotcha.
Thanks for your information.
They also inform you that they had a couple of AAC Dryads as their escort fighters.
Okay. No bueno.
No.
Really malo.
They're relatively heavy tier ships.
Oh, let's keep moving.
Okay, you do so. The next day. Yeah, actually the same day. You encounter another vessel. This one seems relatively damaged, but you get a friendly hail.
What the hell happened to your shit?
It says we got ambushed by a pirate that was sitting on an asteroid. He just fired a shot through the center of our deck.
How far away is the asteroid?
3 days. We've been pretty low power.
So you already made it to Station 3?
Yeah.
Why didn't you stop at Station 3?
Well, we gotta deliver what's left of the cargo so we can get this thing fully repaired. Station 3 didn't have the enough materials to restock us. Apparently, a couple days ago, someone came through and used up a lot of their materials. Hint, hint.
Yeah, well, it looks like
nudge,
you're gonna get. Looks like you have to get all the way past Station 4 because it's shut down.
You're kidding me.
No, it's shut down. There ain't no one there.
They
just bypass 5 all the way to 5.
They seem rather upset. But okay, thanks for the heads up.
Yep.
You guys continue on, unless you have anything else you want to ask or tell them.
Oh,
but yeah, they
shot at you from an asteroid in between Stations 2 and 3 and 2.
That's the wrong dice again. Really good roll.
And we're on our way to 3.
Okay, you guys move forward, not super far past them. Bum. So as you guys are traveling away from them, you see a gigantic asteroid kind of just fling out of the belt. Just like, you're in a clear path that's supposed to be good for travel, and this asteroid comes and it's barreling right at you. Your pilot needs to make some piloting checks to avoid it, and your friends need to make some piloting checks to avoid it. Would you like me to roll for them?
Yeah.
Or would you guys like to do it just for fun?
You do the rolls.
Okay.
For those, for them, and you.
I do so. Alright, so for us, I got an 18, and my piloting is a 14. So we're good. We just whoop. Our allies, on the other hand, rolled a 16. And I think they get a plus 10, so let me look. Maybe if I can get to them. Come on, there you are. Piloting, plus 12. Yeah, so they also clearly avoided. The injured ship, though, that is directly behind you guys, has a -5 and rolled a 4. You see them completely get crushed by this meteor that flew out of nowhere. And we're talking something that... The ship you just passed.
Okay.
You literally just talked to, like, you got off the comms, you're flying away, and this thing just barrels out of nowhere. It's the size of a space station is the easiest way to describe how big this thing is. So it's not like the biggest asteroid, but it's something that shouldn't be in the traveling paths. Comes through and just smashes them, almost like it was a targeted attack. They are squished flat, no survivors, pretty much guaranteed.
Just go ahead and close the window and close the curtains on the window.
There ain't no survivors. There's like, unless you're gonna try and scrap what's left of their ship.
No, we don't have. We're not going the right way for scrap.
This is true.
I just close the blinds on the curtain, or just hit the shaders. No one can see it. All right, moving on.
You get a comms from your friendly ships that are just like, oh my god, what was that? Where did that come from? Why?
Turn them down.
They just mad. Could have been them. We continue on. That's what happens when we roll a 1 on the d6. Bad things. Wow, I rolled a critical. That's not the dice I need to roll. I keep rolling a d20. I need my d100s. I'm keeping that 20 for later, just so you all know. My next fucking roll is a critical. Fuck you guys. So, you guys make it the rest of the trip to Station 3. Relatively uneventful. You're there at the station. If you guys remember, the people at this station were what's the best way to describe it? Dickholes. You did not like them. Station 2, Station 1, great. Station 3, trash tier.
What do you mean by Station 3 trash tier?
You did not like them. They were.
Oh.
They skimped you on money when you guys had some extra stuff to sell.
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay.
That was a long time ago.
Yes, it was. That was like session
2?
4, which was like 3 sessions ago. So you got dock, land, repair. You're not injured at all, but this is the place to get food and relax for a little bit. So you're outside your ships, or you guys just keep moving. Again, the stations are more of like just pit stops for you guys to interact with people if you want to. You don't have to stop at them. They're just.
I think we should stop at the pit stop. I think we should stop at this Station 3 and wrap it up.
And what?
And like call it at night, you know, get all the horses together.
What? Only at 3 hours? We got another hour to go, you lazy bum. Okay, we can roleplay for the last little bit. Well, you guys didn't have any combat, unfortunately. Though. You can blame the dice on that one.
Not my fault. You can't roll correctly.
But you guys made a good bit of travel on your thing, and you're going to get experience points for completing the first run.
And interactions, right?
Yes.
So we should have leveled up by now.
Maybe. Let me do some math.
We only needed 400 each.
No, 900 each. Right?
900 each.
I know.
Dude, Russ, your hair is getting white, my boy.
But
I don't remember it being that white, dude.
Remember how white my dad's hair got?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I'm about as old as my dad was when you met him.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah.
No, we're not that old yet.
Oh yeah.
10 years ago? No,
Yeah,
more. 20 years ago?
Yeah, 20 years ago. Grandpa was only was in his 50s when you guys met it. So it was almost 30 years, by the way. 25 years.
Crazy. Okay, hold up.
We're older than dog shit.
We've been old dog shit. That's a different story entirely. Okay,
We're antiques.
3 hours at under level 5 experience points. You're looking at 75 experience points a piece. So just keep that in mind, just from low level standpoint stuff.
Already done.
That's whatever. And then generic roleplay. You had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 encounters. 3 of them were low tier. 3 of them were medium tier, and 1 high tier encounter, which was finishing the dump run, basically. So we got a 500 plus, what was it, 3 times 2. 100 plus 300. So it's actually 600. Not sure. 6. that. And then we divide that by 3. And we add our 75. Okay, so you guys, I'll round up, only got 550 experience points each this session.
550, so we leveled up and we're at 150 then, right?
You definitely did not level up.
You said we needed 400.
No. You need
900.
Yeah. 900.
Yeah, actually 850. So you guys are 300 experience points short. You got 10 minutes. You want to go fight people in the station and just gain experience points?
I mean, is there like a box?
I gotta make a quick phone call. Be right back.
Okay.
What about gambling? You can go gamble. Those are considered interactions.
Yes, but if you all need, what is it?
I ain't worried about them.
900 experience points between
Fuck
the lot of you.
But we just got 550
each, right? And that was for all the interactions and all the role play and playing for 3 hours.
Minus 900 is 350.
Times 3.
Like I said, you and I are just role playing right now. I don't know what they're gonna be doing. I'm talking about going and gambling.
That's fair.
All right, so we're picking up that one. So I got three picking up and 3 to go. All right. We're good. Oh, there it is.
Okay, so well, unfortunately we're cutting early because we've generally been sticking to 3 hours on these sessions for these because it's late. I understand. Our new experience points total at this point puts us at 57,000. Unless someone has a different experience points number than me.
I got 5150, and we're gonna add 500. We're gonna do what?
We're adding 550, right. So we'll be at 5,700. We'll need 300 each. One good combat with a CR 6 or something or higher, and you'll be good to go. Let's see. So how much are these tier 4? This CR 4. Math. Okay, so just for 10 minutes wrap up / talking before you guys disappear on me. We're wrapping up at Station 3 again.
Yes, sir.
Almost where we started. We made a whole circle this session. What do you guys want to do next session? I mean, we're kind of just free floating. Do you want me to guarantee combat next session? Because we didn't get any this one.
I mean, I don't mind if you guarantee combat, but I like the way when the gods decide, for lack of a better term.
Okay, that's fair. I can keep doing that. I just want to make sure you guys are still having fun. I enjoy the role-playing side of things, so having role-play sessions are not a bad thing. And it's less chaotic for me not to have to pull out the map and stuff. But, if we're trying to entertain people, we got to figure out the maps and all that fun stuff. But you guys are still rolling and stuff enough, right?
I'm pretty entertaining.
Okay, good. That's all I need to hear. You guys are entertained. Life is good. Yeah, I'll look this up later. It doesn't matter. Let's see. We did have one volunteer at this point. So we'll probably have a new character next session. So him being introduced. Next, whatever. It's Jackie. Jackie said he wanted to play with us. So if he can make it, he will.
Well, we also have we now have a mechanic on board too. Look what I did, bro.
If he decides to be an android mechanic named Billy Clinkerson, then we're good to go.
Hint, wink.
Yeah. Hey, look, I will suggest it because the mechanic class is actually super, super cool, like just as a build, because they get a little companion thing. I don't know. If I wasn't doing the operative stuff, that's what I'd be playing. But I always play mechanic style characters. In space, so whatevs. Let's see what else we got. We might have other people too. I've heard that there's some interest from other Yahoos. I haven't been in contact with these Yahoos, but I've been told there's interest, so we'll see within the next 2 weeks.
I'd be here.
Yep. Podcast next Friday, not this Friday, obviously. I don't know what we're doing, so if you guys have ideas, shoot them our way. For those of you watching the YouTube video or the Twitch or anything else, if you guys have ideas for videos, feel free to drop in the Discord and let us know. Or, if I look at the Twitch right now, there's 2 viewers. Feel free to give us ideas here. I'm looking at Twitch right now, I swear. And then, what else? I'm gonna plug a couple things really quick. Just because I can, because it's about me, all about our stuff. We got 2 big things going on this month. I know I've talked about a whole bunch in the Discord, but for those that watch YouTube stuff, we have February fun events going on all month long. You have a friend join the Discord server. All they got to do is tag you and say that I love or something silly along those lines, right? That we know it's part of the February fun event stuff. And we'll send either you or them a discount, or we'll send both of you. Makes life easier. A discount coupon that's good for 10% off anything on the store for the whole month. Speaking of the store, new items have been added to the pick-a-pack, and we're doing maps now. Woo, maps! So they're computer generated. We're not hand drawing them, so they'll look nice. You don't have to worry about my sketchy silliness. And we do custom maps. We have some pre-made ones that are a tad bit cheaper for the quality that they are, just because they're not necessarily unique. We're focusing on fantasy at this point. I think we have the capability to do other stuff besides fantasy style stuff, but I think for now that's what we're sticking to. We also are doing maps on request, so if you're looking for someone to draw you a special dungeon or tower or something like that, message us, talk to us, all that fun stuff. Other than that, I think that's it for me. You guys got anything fun to say, talk about? Last minute plugs?
Have you talked to Aunt Debbie to see if she could print maps up for you? If someone wanted to print it up for you, if you design it for them?
So it's all going to be digital stuff at this point. If we print stuff out, it'll be regular copies of things. We don't send physical stuff out as of yet. So.
Well, if you do, Jeff's got that big printer thing, so.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Let's see what else. Nope. Mr. Cell, do you have anything special you want to talk about? I'll give you your...
Negatory Ghost Rider. That was a fun session.
Sweet, thank you, appreciate it. Actually, I have to review good, bad, ugly.
Good, great.
What's something we did good? What's something can be improved?
Nothing really needs to be improved, besides me and your dad being the only people here.
We're working on it. I swear we're working on it. Okay. I mean, got it. Trying. And then, good session. All right, cool. Well, thank you for the people that are watching. Appreciate y'all. For those of you watching the YouTube video, I hope you enjoyed your 3 hours of fun and that we didn't yammer too long. I think it's actually going to be less than 3 hours because we had the first 25 minutes cut off in the video. Hopefully, we'll find out. Anyway, with adventure in mind, I hope you all have a good night.